outrageous, the judges asked Lion, the Lion agreed. Say any topic we'll pick is alright with me. He outrageous, I strong, let we meet head on. And when we done, see who head fit to wear the crown. You hear lie? That is lie. Lie? You hear lie?
Teacher Percy say if you tell a lie, you're going to hell as soon as you die.
Let it go. Let it go. Choke it up. Yep. The outrageous say that he knew a tailor comes to making suit. The man is the master. If you show him a man coming wrong a corner, he could make him a suit and don't even measure. A talking about suit, sitting down correct, expertly made and fitting perfect. He used to sew for Shakespeare, make suit for Hamlet, and up to this day yet make a mistake yet. You know the crowd went wild, they couldn't cool down. As a liar, the lion losing the crown. The judges brought the crowd back to order and asked the lion to lie about a tailor. He said, my man is the best, Rolf is his name. Cutting cloth, making suit is his game. Don't show him the man, my tailor is class. Just show him the corner where the fella pass, and he gon' make a suit. That is tailor. You hear lie? King liar.
Teacher Percy say if you tell a lie, you're going to hell as soon as you die.
Whip it up. Pick it up. Let it go. Move it up. Let it go.
Teacher Percy say if you tell a lie, you're going to hell as soon as you die. Teacher Percy say if you tell a lie, you're going to hell as soon as you die.
Now the election back and I'll die away. In short, this is what I have to say. Let us forget spites and grudges and concentrate. Come, let us sit and try to relate. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come, let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together. Oh, yeah. Remember, the key to success is working hard. For our country we must have regard. Forget all your differences, let we start to build. And onward to progress we surely will. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come, let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together. the things that we need to see about. Surely I do have to spell them out. Cause you know as well as I do, the only way is put in more effort and less play. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together. This also goes for every Trinbagonian who going to live in a foreign land. Now is the time to come home and do something, instead of staying out there and freezing. Because now, more than ever, we must show
discipline, tolerance, and production. Trinidad and Tobago, good afternoon. How are y'all doing this afternoon? This happy Wednesday, midweek, and I'm gonna lie to all you. Not my most favorite day of the week. Can't see the beginning of the week, can't see the end. We just smack dab in the middle. And at this point, we just pushing through. It's tough. Wednesdays be tough, boy. Oy, oy, oy. I could tell you. Nonetheless, the show must go on. I'm your humble host, Hashim the Dream. DJ Anderson, not in today. Feeling a little under the weather. I recommend some cocoa tea. I'm sure you know where to find that, sir. Get well soon, my brother. People I'm gonna be looking for you this afternoon. I didn't see that already. Yeah, so it's just you and me, guys. From 12 to 4. We will, however, be entertained by another guest on the show a little later this afternoon, around 2:30. We have some special guests coming in from the Caribbean Women's Support Group to let us know of something special that they're doing for Father's Day. You know, let's take a pause real quick. Shout out to all the good fathers out there. Whatever you're doing right now. If you're listening to the station, good afternoon. If you're a father, pick up yourself if you're going on lunch right now. And if right after lunch you have to speed off one time to pick up the children and them, it's your turn to do so today. Pick up yourself, my friend. I hope you keep us in your company. I wish you safe travels. I wish you come home to a quiet house this evening, where all the children are fed and sleepy, and that the wife have nothing to complain about. Nothing at all. I wish that for every father that is doing his fatherly duties in Trinidad and Tobago today. Hopefully it comes true for some of y'all. Special good afternoon to all of our faithful listeners. My Tobago family, I see y'all. Chris, I see you. Wherever you're standing, big up yourself. Mr. President. Always with the informed decision. We still workshopping names, by the way. Yeah, because we gotta change up from Temple Takeover. By Monday we gonna have something new. So don't worry. Again, only president contribute a name, you know. If you think you have a name for the show, by all means feel free to let me know, you know. You can let me know today. 342-0081-466-5391. That's the numbers to call or WhatsApp to. Send voice notes same way. And let your voice be heard. You all know when we start talking, the conversation start to get very deep, very insightful. But keep it respectful, by the way, guys. Alright? We had to bat up nobody. Just friendly and spirited debates here. Alright? Vibes. So this is just our check-in on the first hour. You already know what to do. Call in if you have somebody to check in, birthday wishes, anything like that. Oh Lord, KFC, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Dream.
What you saying? What you saying? How you doing?
Well, you're not alone in the studio. I know you're alone in the studio there.
Yeah.
DJ Anderson out and about.
Mm-hmm.
Break up every years.
For sure.
Well, I don't know. Yeah. At home, I do my father's duty today. So, they want to sing. So, I rock back with you until 4.
Nice. Sounding good.
Must have got afternoon to President. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers and all the right thinking fathers.
Of course.
Who taking care of children. Not the dead with what's on there,
Nah. We don't recognize them.
Them other get spanking.
Nah. We don't recognize sperm donors
So,
on here. Nah, we don't do that.
Yeah. So let's have a love to everybody who locked to listening. And I inside. Bless.
Bless up. I feel he ain't show no jobs yet because we ain't start talking, eh? But I know he waiting. Or maybe it's because the youth home today. I ain't too sure. Pick up yourself, KFC. Mr. Lahaketa, good afternoon. Yeah, we checking in right now. Good afternoon, you're on the street.
Good afternoon, the Dream and the listeners. The Dream, well, I started one time because I mean it every time I hear some of these MPs open them out, and I really speaking about the PNM MPs now, it is just remind me of why the country take the action that they took. Because they are trying to defend this demerit point system as if it has been a deterrent. But if we are honest, the majority of demerit points has not gone towards persons who have practiced dangerous driving.
Oh Lord!
It has all gone to people who have cracked windscreen and all the different defects on your vehicle. You have no oh gosh, the sticker. The inspection sticker and these kind of things. These are where the majority of points were distributed.
Man.
So how could they stand on a platform to try to defend that rubbish where the state come up with a thing that punishes persons twice for one offense?
Oh, hold on
many of them are lawyers.
I know you're a rapper.
Many of them are lawyers.
I drop that song effect for you. I drop that song effect for you. I know you're on a road right there, but come on. Come to the front of the class one time. Yeah. And you jumped the gun because we was about to talk about that today. Go ahead.
And as I say, it's twice as disturbing to know that these persons are lawyers and would fully understand the concept of that you're not supposed to take 2 bites of the apple. And that is clearly what is happening when you're penalizing persons twice. It's either you're giving up the fine or you're giving up the merit points. How can you see justice or justify giving out the 2? And then trying to come with this propaganda story that it is a deterrent? But it has not been any deterrent because many of the vehicles that end up in these road fatalities, there's been brand new vehicles that people just speeding on the road. and they have no demerit points attached to it.
Very true.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing that many persons were able to wake up and understand what is going on with these people who just managed to end up in leadership positions. Lord Father, help us, you know. Some of your people, you need to call them home. I locked on, brother.
Yes, I. Hey, Chris, jump right into it, you know. Yeah, that's definitely one of the topics we're going to be addressing today. Yeah, the opposition feeling very uncomfortable with the current administration and their decision to repeal this demerit point system that they have put in place. And believe you me, I actually went and did some homework with my friend Jippity. If you know what I'm talking about, or you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, me and Jippity actually sit down and did some homework on the demerit point system. We're gonna bring some numbers to all you a little later in the show. That's definitely one of the questions. So I can pose it to y'all from now. You know, how do y'all feel about the opposition's feelings about the demerit point system? Good afternoon, you're on the street.
Yeah, good afternoon.
How you doing? I am
blessed here, man.
All right.
I want to tell again, this is why the PNM in opposition today. Because when Kamala was campaigning on removing this merit system, the PNM was campaigning on keeping it. The people reject the PNM. So I want to tell Marvin Gonzalez and in Burt that the PNM was campaigning on these things and the people reject it. She got the most popular vote. Over 400,000 people come out and support her to remove that message. So you could beg. So when Oye was there, why Oye didn't try to change it and make it more easier for poor people? No, Oye come in. The facts remain that nobody do get a merit point for speeding. You seen the holding up roadblock and they're looking for a tire, looking for I tell a big no person bust a glass there. Your light now blow. Them don't want to hear that. Them don't want to hear your light now blow. They give a ticket and a merit point.
Yep.
So it's not like if it's a speed trap, it's different. You see no speed trap. You see the having a naturally roadblock, stopping car from car, stopping each car, who are 4 hours in traffic for them to check you. You know what I mean? It was very hard on poor people, brother. That is why they was rejected. That is why the PNM was rejected. And PNM in learn. They learned because the core press conference and they put the foot in the mouth yesterday by that press conference. I want to tell the opposition leader before I go, Dr. Rowdy have no legacy. Stop posting back things what Dr. Rowdy posts on the Facebook page. The people reject all what Dr. Rowdy do in the last 9 years. The people reject it. You know how to set your own policy. You know, because I can remember when they tell Dr. Rowdy about Marty McDonald with the corruption, the seats gold that she sold ever she are. And Dr. Rowdy said, no, I inherit that corruption from Manning days. He distanced himself away because he said that corruption there with Manny McDonald, the former MP for Boston South, at that time, that the corruption he inherited from Manning, so it wasn't under his government. So I want to tell, because your regime is a new regime from Dr. Rowley. Stop linking and putting up your regime because it's looking bad. The people who don't hear nothing what Rowley do, they don't care. That is why they reject Rowley and give Rowley 13 seats. So, my brother, make it clear that the people of this country vote for Kamala Prasad Bisesa. They reject PNM because PNM was campaigning to keep it. And UNC was campaigning to scrap it. So the voice of people is the voice of God. Thank you very much, sir.
Voice of people is the voice of God. And I want, before I take this next call, just hold that caller, don't hang up. That's a very valid point that he just made. Ms. Beckles, regardless of however people may feel about your predecessor's leadership, I feel that the best thing that you can do is focus on your era. You are at the head, you are about to spearhead a new era of your party, right? You are literally making history at the moment. And as much as we have to observe the past, remember it, and in some cases respect it, because not everything in the past was bad. We can't just sit here and play bias. Not everything that leaders of the past have done have been bad, but also learn from the mistakes of the past to build your future so that your era can be even better than the one that came before you. That's what you call progress. You understand? Good afternoon, you're on the street.
Good afternoon.
How you doing?
I'm all right, man.
I
thought we had entered a possibly new era where, you know, you talk about democracy. I think this is a democracy. And when you have to listen to the people, if the people, you politicians, you were there, Alwari and Gonzalez and all these people, you were there all the time. The people were crying out. Nobody responded to them with respect to that merit point. People were suffering. People were calling out about that. People, you know, it was a serious gripe. You insist. The fact remains that if you live in a democracy and you ignore the cries of the people, well, your days shall be numbered. That is why you were removed from office, because you're not sensitive, you're not responsive to people's plea, people's fight, people's suffering. The people say that they're suffering, they're not, the thing is too punitive. I think the opposition, the Prime Minister spoke about double jeopardy, which means merely that a man must be punished or tried for the same offense twice. That's an abuse of process. Just like pardon, if a man is pardoned, you can't go, you pardon a man, you can't go and then charge him for the same offense. That's abuse of process. If a man wins his matter, also for acquit, also to convict, you can't go back and charge the man again. And therefore, she cited some defects in the law itself. And you have to respect that. That is the problem with the PNM, you know. That is why they got out. Because they believe that whatever they say, that is what must go. We say this, and all of them, those rejects, they come back again with this nonsense. Listen to the plea of the plight of the people. Listen to the cries of the people. What is happening here now is like every piece of legislation that you put is policy. And if it's not working well, and the people are saying, well, look, listen, it's not working well, a large number of persons within this society say that this thing is not working well. But then you need to evaluate the thing, see what is. You may have to correct certain things. It doesn't mean to say go through the whole thing. But you correct what is working, you keep it. What is not working well, but you have to listen to the people. Trader don't belong to the PNM boys. It don't belong to Alwari and others. It belongs to the people. And you feel you could just jump out there and talk and Inglefield and all of them just talk and what all you say and what all you feel to say because you have public interest and what is private interest. Listen to the people. The people are speaking, they're crying. You see what is wrong with it and see how best you could make whatever changes you could make to ease the suffering of the people. That is the role of government. You notice what I put it there and merit point. And this next one talking about this and they didn't get this vote at the MSJ, which I see as one of the greatest allies of the PNM. Listen to the people. You have to evaluate and to see where this thing is, what is working, what is not working, and make it right. But the fact remains is that there must be policy to deal with the question of dangerous driving, reckless driving, all these things, or what you call traffic offenses. You must have that. And you need to tighten it up. But don't tell me about you don't want this and you don't want that. No. Listen to the people. All right? That is why you're in opposition today. Thank you.
Of course. I had to say it. Y'all were ready to jump on this one today, Mr. I know. I said this on Voices of the Street when I first started here a couple weeks ago. If there's one thing that these past elections have proven, is that the outgoing administration most definitely seems to have lost the faith of the people, the contact of the people. And that showed in the numbers that turned out or didn't turn out to support them. Because again, not staying, not voting is a vote. So if your people decided to stay home because they just not on you, that speaks volumes. Now is the time to come home. KFC, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, big guy.
What are you saying?
Good afternoon to the Gora Radio there. That is Mr. West. What's up? Constructive contribution. Good afternoon to my comrade Kingsley. Come in hitting hard. What, big guy?
Yeah.
Yesterday, I see the opposition leader bring back two political dead men. Faris Harry and the Obia man. And Faris Harry coming and talking about the next point.
I know you just call him an Obia man.
Press 4 people.
You just call him an Obia man.
But any man who set a cocaine broom.
Wow.
And paint them red and shite out.
What it...
Right now they're still sweeping.
So
them are still in a position.
So cocaine broom is Obia thing now? What is this? What am I hearing today?
What do you mean? Ask that man who got votes out. Ask how powerful the cocaine broom is.
Wow.
Well, bigger. You see them kind of oppressive laws, the PNM will bring on poor people. The people wake up and vote out the PNM. So they might stay in a position until Biden. They might stay there, but PNM can't come back in this country. They're dead. Only bring them back after that dead people. Blessed. I love politics.
They say them dead, yes? Oh, they're just dead a whole part. Now, I know the parties that don't exist in this country anymore, but come on. They're still there. They're in positions. Oh, God. Don't put nail in the coffins. If they're still around and kicking, don't do that. Don't do that. Good afternoon, Mr. President.
Good afternoon, Dr. Dream.
How are you this auspicious afternoon?
Well, I'm listening to the program. I heard one or two of my brothers call already, and they sound very effective in the council today. And I also want to say good afternoon to Trinidad and Tobago, since nobody here met for the day. I also want to tell you that you start the program nice. Although your co-speaker ain't there.
We go find a way to call him today, because he said he'll take up a phone call. So
we might if you are virtual. If you are virtual that nice, I think he may not be in the station, but he could play his hand as a virtual, because all that is part of the council that's going to happen, you know.
Yeah, I find so.
Right. So you started nice. The liar.
Oh, you like
and
that?
then you come up with the election done, and then you start off like a single speaker of the house, and my brother one or two come and bring in the minutes arising out of whatever report and subject that come up. You're going good. You're going good. You're making the council feel like a council, and you let everybody know, well, respect and so forth. Because this is my motive. I as an elder, all the 60 change, I understand what the thing was a while ago, because when I was young, I used to go to a little village council meeting and all them things. So, and I could have recognized what helped to mash up a lot of the communication of those things.
Mm-hmm.
So in so doing now, we start in a position that are holding them and realize what we're missing and what could be put in place to help out the situation for us to be a little more accountable, responsible, and communicative in council.
Right.
Because a while back, one of the things that we lost is debate, consulting. More, what they're doing today is what they start a long time, come out and read a script player, read some paper, some document. They turn along the thing instead of the people, the members consulting and you bring it, we debating. They turn the thing and start to dictate. Because who we put on top. And the PNM as a rule creating whatever they had created, they start to dictate to the people. That won all in the parliament and everything. So you find that people end up losing the real true, how I would call it, of politics. The real understanding of politics that it makes a lot of people really not even care to be in a council. Plenty communities and constituencies in this place. The villagers, the society not in council. They're just listening to the one or two people who go in there and maybe making a benefit because grants and so forth makes and gives benefit. So if you're in the position of council and liking money and liking so forth to get, you could end up with grants, and in most cases, they always be said they're using it in their own way. So there's a lot of things in the politics. So as I say, we must bring this council thing as we're talking on the radio. I don't know how long it will be again on the radio because all always getting change up. But in these times now, it's good to have a media council. We're in the age of media, of social media, and have a council there so that we could program something so that could get everybody involved, and what they didn't know, they could get to know. What they didn't understand, how to move, how to debate everything, it could happen. So this is why. So I like how the program went. And anybody could keep it. So, and as I say yesterday, I wasn't here after I done leave yesterday. I couldn't come back in because I went on a serious mission.
That to us.
Right. So I realized this morning you say the only person who come up with a group name is me. Well.
And
I tell all the people's the People's Council.
Yeah.
Right. So. That is a nice name, and that's how we're doing. Everybody know why. I'm not going to open up for the People's Council and so I could get to say something, and it's privilege. Is it one of the nice things? Nobody cutting you off and saying, don't call here, don't call here. That was a noticeness for plenty of the programs. I say plenty of the programs.
Yeah, no. Once you keep it respectful around here, we will let you have your say.
All right, okay, yeah. Well, I ain't a while, and I know the different programs. That I said when people disrespect me, some of them I decide not to call at all. So it reached that kind of point. I like how you and your co-host going, and I think a lot of people like it too in privilege. So we will keep up with it, and you keep up. I will keep giving little notification now and I hope everybody understands me because I'm trying to be humble in teaching the thing, and well, I learning too because. Plenty of you have politics in all your head that I don't have. But I know how to preside in my council, and I ain't going to stay too long again right now before some member put me out of the council. Right. So right until that little moment again, I'll take over this field for the hour.
All right. And we got the President, don't worry. Campaign card coming in for 2030. Don't even worry about it, my friend. Hold on, I have time for one more call before the hour up. Mike may be able to squeeze two. We go see. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I find you start your program very, very nice.
I appreciate that.
Very nice, but you see, KFC I find you the respectful people. How we know the man is an Obian man? Then so how we know that?
I tried to...
respectful.
No,
you go lock him up for that. You go want to put him out in what you're supposed to put him out.
It's the cocaine broom I can't understand. I don't know how cocaine broom turn Obian. That's why I can't. That's why I can't picture.
The two of them who do respectful on your program is Kingsley and they said you should sell the consume there. Two of them,
right?
Really disrespectful. You're talking something with sense. He called Obian man. Yeah, you know the man is a Obian man. The man should call you and put him to court. They pay for him out.
Oh God, Lord.
Kunji.
Oh God, we calling out people. God, let me not do that.
Right.
Oh Lord.
That's all I have to say, sir.
All right. Good afternoon, Miss Monica. I'm glad you're tuning in. All right. Yeah, I think we got time for this one last call. Good afternoon, you're on the street.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
I'm good, sir.
All right. I'm still completely concerned for our flooding problem. You know, I've written about solutions. I spoke about solutions. And so far, the only person that ever took any interest and realized it, when you of what I was speaking about, is young Baka. But I don't know if anyone has another plan than storm tanks. Because all over Europe, they use that. And I'm beating myself trying to figure out why we're not using it. It is something tried and proven. Why do we keep going for fail ideas with engine fire, not engineers? What is that all about? Can somebody give a different or better plan than what they keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result? Have a good
one. All right. And somebody gave a better plan. Oi. Voice notes time. Oh, you're sending me PDF file and thing on the WhatsApp too? What is this? Hold on, let me get this voice note out here. Oh gosh, which one it is, boy? Right. I had a wrong tab. Alright, hold on there.
To build a strong and better nation.
Let me get this voice note out for y'all. KFC, don't say nothing about that time in here.
Good afternoon, Dream. You remember Dr. Earl went on a platform, monked a platform to get corner, and see the last man who come out of Parliament, they see what I go with him? Like you too close to Mason Hall. 4-star comments. That is the Obian man here and Rowley.
Wow.
The two evil and wicked people reject them.
Oh boy.
And Chucky face Keith Scotland. People wicked down in the back down there. Them vote back there, man. To press poor people. 9 years at school, a person by he didn't fix that school. Them not coming to talk to the people and them.
Oh boy.
Who they oppressed for the last 9 years. Fire burn the PNM.
Oh Lord. Why all your soup? Why all your soup? Why you get me in trouble, you know? Oh, you don't have to answer the management that thing, you know, before you get too personal here, you know. One more call and we have to go to a break, okay? Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, man.
The man will paint the cocaine broom in red.
Mm-hmm.
That man be doing things in the dark. Me asking you?
You're asking me?
You.
Oh, Lord.
I'm not asking you, I'm telling you.
Uh-huh.
And you have to call that speed.
Oh, boy.
Right?
All right. No problem.
The man burning the candle on both sides.
All right. I will hold you. I will hold your word to it. All right. We got.
I will. I'm don't right now monitoring. I always monitoring all you. You know, I just don't call.
Yeah.
But I'm monitoring all you because I just switch from this station to that station to hear what's going on because I know I just keep up to date on what's going on in this country.
Yeah, of course. We gotta take this break though. We will come back and talk. Yeah. Hey, all you're on fire this morning. I ain't gonna lie to all you. So we gotta take this break. I'm gonna call DJ Anderson in the next hour and we're gonna have a discussion, alright? So y'all don't go anywhere.
You want to find something great to do with your Tuesday nights? You want to learn and understand the true reason for Jesus? Then join us every Tuesday night from 8 to 9 p.m. for the program, This Same Jesus, the program that puts Jesus in his rightful place in our hearts and in our homes. Let's bring church home to you. Join us every Tuesday nights from 8 to 9 p.m. with your hosts, Kempes and Kevin. Be inspired, be blessed right here on the street 91.9 FM.
Falling in love with Jesus.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Planning your Tobago getaway? Choose the highest Google-rated car rental company on the island, O'Neill Auto Rentals Tobago. Located just minutes from the A&R Robinson International Airport, at O'Neill, we pride ourselves on being the most tech-savvy car rental company in Tobago. Our process is 100% digital. No paperwork, no long lines. From easy pickup to seamless returns, renting a car in Tobago has never been simpler. WhatsApp us now at 1-868-361-1042 to book your vehicle. Don't forget to mention promo code RADIO2 to receive a 5% discount on your rental. Send a WhatsApp message to 1-868-361-1042 today. That's 1-868-361-1042. O'Neill Auto Rentals Tobago, the easiest, most reliable car rental experience on the island.
Vehicle availability is subject to change. Driver must be at least 25 years old and have a valid driver's license to book. For more information, visit www.rentalcartobago.com.
Don't miss June savings at Furniture Plus. Get up to 50% off shop appliances, furniture, electronics, mattresses, and more. Buy now, pay later with affordable hire purchase plans. Plus, earn Caribbean Airlines. Travel miles with your purchase. Visit any Furniture Plus stores or shop online.
This Father's Day, we making it messy just how Dad likes it. Buy any messy sandwich on the KFC app for just $34.95. And you could win a 75-inch smart TV, a barbecue grill, or a wireless sound bar. Crunch it, drip it, gift it. Promotion ends June 11. Only at KFC, it's finger-licking good.
Oxygen is absolutely the absence of disease. Most chronic diseases that plague us are not happening to us, but it's happening within us. We're literally eating ourselves to death, which means we're not living longer, we're dying longer. Join fitness expert Aloy Johnson, the founder of the healthiest corner on earth, located at number 92 East Drive, Champlain, every Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. live on The Street 919 FM, where he shows you that healing the body's temple is easier than anyone would have led you to believe.
Blessings in the wonderful name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. You are invited to listen to the Final Hour broadcast heard every Monday from 12 midnight to 5 a.m. in the morning on the Street 919 FM radio. Here my mom, Pastor Helen Garcia, and myself, Pastor Valentine Garcia Jr., preach the Word of God to the elderly, youth, and children. We can be contacted at 629-0113 or 623-8444. The church is located at 26 Prince Street in Port of Spain. We look forward to you joining us. God bless you.
As my life I lay it on the altar, as my life.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282 or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
So line up, link up, creep up, rock and come in. It's all about the fastest growing reggae show in the land without a doubt. Reggae Rock Sundays on the Shit 919 FM with yours truly, MC Duke and Selector Kochi on the ones and twos. So make it a date and don't be late. 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. right here on the Shit 919 FM. Got 'em our way, King Selassie.
Whoever said messy was a bad thing totally missed the point. Take that hit song everyone loves now. It probably started like this. Baby, calm down. That's why KFC is celebrating the messy moments with our Messy Cruncher and Messy Zinger sandwiches for only $34.95. Imagine a crunchy, golden brown, flavorful chicken sandwich sauced to perfection with our signature sweet, spicy, tangy sauces. Oh boy. So crunch into the deliciously messy moments today. Check socials for details. KFC, it's finger licking good.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Now the election back and I'll die away. In short, this is what I have to say. Let us forget fights and grudges and concentrate. Come, let us sit and try to relate. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come, let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come, my brother, come, my sister, and let us build a nation together. Oh, yeah. Remember, the key to success is working hard. For our country we must have regard. Forget all your differences, let we start to build. And onward to progress we surely will. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production.
Right, so we back into it. Good afternoon. If you're just tuning in, the Street 919 FM, yours truly, Hashim the Dream. DJ Anderson is joining us virtually this afternoon. And we got him on the phone because the topic already kicked off from our number one. One of the topics we were going to address today, which was the opposition's griping about the repeal of the demerit point system. I don't think it's coming to play just yet, but it is part of, it is in the agenda for the current administration. So we're going to talk about it. Anderson, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon, Ashim. Good afternoon to all the Street 919 listeners. It's a pleasure to still be here with you guys today. I mean, I'm feeling a bit under the weather, but I can't go that there are other ways for us to be able to still connect.
Yeah, somebody sweep that cocaine broom over your feet, man, because you seem pretty upright and fit yesterday.
You understand? It's just when you have a little one, these little ones know how to bring it to you.
Wow. Yeah, you know that
So
sickness.
that's part of being a father.
Yeah, and I don't know what it is, but when little children cough, you just hear the cold in the throat, you know.
You understand?
Listen, I'd be afraid to be around coughing children because they don't cover them out. They're not afraid to hold back no cough. Anything go spray in the air, and I get frightened quick. I can't afford to be sick.
He doesn't. He just loves hug up, and he loves to be on the same bed. He don't like to sleep on his bed at all. So.
Oh Lord, how old
all
he is?
All that is part of it.
How old he is, boy?
He's 3 years.
Oh Lord, yeah. They don't like to be alone at them times. So. You going through the ring at the moment, boy. Big up to you though.
So one of those blessings of having a child, right?
Yeah. Absolutely. I love those blessings for you.
I choose not to come today to share my blessings.
Yeah, man. Of course. But you're still here virtually regardless, and I know the people waiting to talk to you. Guys, just for the sake of the calls, just for this hour, let's just keep to the 446-5391 numbers exclusively, okay? So 466-5391. So you're calling that number specifically, all right? Because we're using the other one to talk to Anderson. So yeah, I know you were listening. In the past hour, we were talking about the opposition's less than desirable feelings about disbanding the demerit point systems. Yeah. So where's your stance on it? Well, let me get you. Let me ask you first. What's your take on it? Because we're gonna go and break this down now. Because I got numbers in front of me, and we're gonna talk about it.
I mean, I don't understand why it is honestly to be in a position where it is that we must penalize a driver by letting them pay a fine, and on top of it, they are now given points onto their license, which at some point they can literally lose their license. So I'm paying a fine, and plus I now have to go through this whole thing of the merit points. Yeah?
Yeah.
To me, I am here or there with the whole thing of scrapping it. No, it's all good to scrap it, but at the same time, I would want to hear what it is that they're going to put in place to deal with reckless drivers. Because when we look at what is happening on the roads right now, and I'm not only talking about this week, last week, or the week before, I'm talking about since last year, since the year before.
Right.
There are a lot of lives that have been lost on the nation road because of reckless driving. And I heard a caller previously said, when you look at the vehicles, it's more new vehicles, right? So it literally means that the population is purchasing vehicles and going out there, and they figure it's a racing track, right? And we must find a way to penalize. So as much as I'm hearing the callers and I'm hearing the citizens saying, okay, it's unfair, I want to know what are their solutions. What could be put in place of the demerit points so that drivers would be a little more courteous, a little more aware, and stop driving so recklessly on the nation's road.
I agree. The especially with the parts of it's really more recent cars. You find the PDs and the PEs are what you find more mashing up on the roads. More than people would have that have cars from license plates gone back from back a years, and that really just goes to show you the state of drivers on the road today. But it also makes me question, like, okay, I thought times was hard. We crashing cars left, right, and center. We going right back into the showroom to pick out a new one, or?
They keep saying that, times are hard and citizens don't have money, but yet you're seeing a lot of cars on the road. But that's a long conversation.
That is a very long conversation because
when how I will just wrap it up is to tell you that most of the vehicles, those brand vehicles that you see on the road, you see when you peep out your window and you say, hey, what? Cheryl buy a new vehicle? Papa is not sharing vehicle yet. It's the bank own.
It's the bank own.
Right? So the banks, the credit unions, these financial institutions are giving out loans like that.
Yep.
And there's always a way, just as how there will be a criteria that you have to probably fit to be able to get a loan. Sometimes, because a loan officer wants to get his commission, his or her commission, his or her incentive, they will find ways to make sure that you get that loan.
Yeah.
And now that loan, you go and you purchase that vehicle, but it's the bank owned. And let's not talk about how much vehicles are being repo.
Yeah.
So that's why I say it's a long conversation. So not because you see somebody with a new brand Subaru or a new brand Nissan Range Rover or however, you believe that okay, that hey, they have money. Sometimes you don't know. You just don't know what the sacrifices someone is making and how much that installment is per month and if they can literally make it.
Absolutely. It still baffles me though, because in the space of, what is it? I think the PE series only started late 2022, early 2023. And the E series is almost halfway done. I've seen PEJs on the road at the moment. You know, so it really does beg the question. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna take that call back in just a short, but going back to the comments made from the opposition, particularly Mr. Gonzalez, who was very outspoken with the ending of the demerit system. He said a couple of things. 2 or 3 years after the system was introduced, the statistics were staggering. You have people in this country driving around with over 200 demerit points on their records. That means these people are committing serious traffic violations almost every week. How do we feel as citizens knowing we share the road with drivers like that? Forget being politicians. How do we feel as people? We are saying the system is not perfect, but revoke it wholesale is telling the country we are going back to the dark and dangerous days of 250 to 300 road fatalities a year. Now, that last one, Anderson, really struck me when he spit out those numbers. And that is what led me to really go and do some homework and pull some numbers for the people today. Right? So I literally went back 15 years, right, to get the numbers, because he's given us 250 to 300 fatalities per year, right? Per year. Right. The highest recording road fatalities in Trinbago was in 2010 at 205. Another statistic said 212, right? But that is so let's say just for out of for estimation, let's say it's 210, right? That is the highest record that we have for road fatalities, right? Now, it remained within the hundreds, the 100 points from 2011 down to 2019. 2019, I believe, was the lowest before the pandemic at 130 road fatalities, right? Then they implemented the demerit point system in 2020, right? And road fatalities were 96, and then the lowest they've ever been within that time frame was in 2021 at 75. Now, I want y'all to pay attention to those numbers, right? From when they introduced the demerit point system. What year did they introduce it? I was waiting for you to answer, Ando.
Say that again?
What year did they introduce this demerit system, if you were listening?
To me that is you didn't just mention was 2020?
Yeah, it was 2020, right? What was happening in 2020?
COVID. But I think even though it was presented to us or launched in 2020, I don't think it came into It came into
full activation
until
2021.
I think wasn't it in 2023? I could be wrong.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna leave that one to the people to see when it came into full effect. But the lowest it was, whenever they introduced it in 2020. If it started being implemented in 2021, then the lowest road fatalities we had was 75. But also bear in mind that the nation was still very much inside within those 2 years, right? You weren't finding many people outside on the road navigating the road. So of course you're going to be prone to less road fatalities, right? When we really started getting back into it, around 2023, 2020, and last year, 2024, the road fatalities started to go back up again, and we reached into the hundreds in 2023, 101 fatalities, according to the numbers I have, and 119 in 2024. So these are relatively low compared to the 2010s, but not that much lower to say that the demerit point system was having a very impactful effect post-pandemic and everybody coming back outside, if you understand where I'm coming from. Let me take a call right here. Good afternoon, Chris. Oh, Lord, I hope you're hearing me. Chris, you hearing me? Good afternoon. Now, what's going on there? Nah, he was reconnecting, man. Call back, Chris. Call back. So, yeah. And and I think we are now up to about the same in road fatalities this year. I think that was what I was trying to finish at. In what is our current road fatality. I lost that number, but I know we are well past 100 road fatalities for the year already in 2025. So my question is the demerit point system really affecting the road fatalities now that society has basically come back into a sense of normalcy after COVID? Let me see if I get Chris this time. Good afternoon.
Yes, the dream. You hear me clearly?
Yes, I hear you good now. Oh, God. Chris, you might have to call me regular, you know. You're not connecting good. I ain't too sure what's going on there. If anything, send a voice note, I will play it. Oh, boy. Nah, I can't answer on that phone, guys. We only answer on
just remind them of the number.
Remember, guys, we only using the 466 number, okay? 466-5391. That's the number we're using for this hour, all right? Prezi, good afternoon. You hearing me good?
Yeah, you hear me good. I hope you didn't tie up just now because I was ringing all the time just now and you answer it. I switch back off. You put in another brother and then I now come in. I hope you weren't tying it up. But anyway, it's the 91 number I'm using anyway.
Yeah.
Because I get busy on the 200 now, so I realized one time that DJ Anderson, how you going there, brother?
I am all right. Good afternoon, President.
All right, nice man. I'm glad, brother. I make a little gist and we technique work. So you get a virtual inside you.
Yeah.
Hold it on, good. We counsel working, man. Like, so never going on the demerit point. I mean, no big because I ain't like it, so I ain't know much, but at the same time, I have the kind of consciousness I have. Here the charges for this to change this demerit point. Now, what you talk to us now about the bank and the insurance companies, they have ways they could work in link. Now, and we have the police on them, that the police have a matter to deal with speeding. So a certain amount of speed, the police could deal with that. But at the end of it now, the speeding alone ain't going to be solving the thing. What's going to solve the thing is when you lost your license. So even so that the merit points, we don't want that too much to be interfering with small offenses. Let me put it at big offense. Here's the big offense. When you make accident, well, it had to be when you make accident, you lost your license, you can't drive for 50 years. Because it's a life you take when you mash up people.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't drive again. You're not in no recommendation to drive again for your 50 years. If you make 49, you might, and if you make 51, you might be able to drive for the next year.
50 years, you're saying? That's your stipulation.
But how you mean that you're killing people? So if you're killing people, every car that mash up, if it kills somebody, they pay for that serious. And if it real mash up and it mash up people car, you pay for that too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want no merit points for seatbelt. I want merit points when people get in. And when people messing up people's things. That's when I want the merit points, because those things have to happen. The only way to get justice is when you put down the justification system.
I preemptive in it, but I think people are going to put you in the front of the class for that one, boy.
I hear the front of the class they are going up at, sorry, I ain't go by the blackboard today. Anyway, yeah, but, well, all right, so that is nice for that piece in the council. I ain't going to talk because we're holding on the demerit points. We ain't going to want to go wavering too much. Right now, that is the business arising out of the minutes. In the council, you understand them kind of thing?
Yeah.
And in Parliament, it has happened too. So we're using the parliamentary technique, and according to somebody early on, keep the thing disciplined. That is the most important thing in all we do. My partner KFC, he have a nice mouth, and my partner Coach too, he have a nice mouth too, but they're overdoing it. They had a little peacock Trinidadian and peacock people. So as long as they don't totally disrespect,
right.
But use your speaker technique to keep your council disciplined.
Yes, yes.
We will talk about the whole organization later, the LID Liberal Independent Brotherhood, which is all I am a member of it, but I hold the president over it, which is over the whole of Trinidad, to able to preside in the way that they're doing. So let me see if we could grow a nice consciousness so that we go do better for the parliament next 5 years for the backside. Going behind them, as long as we could pull 12 good people and put in the parliament, so no organization of they can't give you no trouble. And let me tell you something. Don't expect PM going and PNM going anyway. It's that two cultures, and two cultures want to stay one top up opposition in this country. We will see if we could get PNM to come out better and do something if they really have to come out. But don't expect them to go nowhere. That is plain talk. That is consciousness that we're supposed to have. Let me guide we community and we country in a nice way. A pause there until later.
All right, Prez. Lot to say there. 50-year ban if you kill somebody while driving. How do you feel about that one, Leandro?
50 years ban?
That's what he
said. Like I'll never drive again.
That is the point. You're driving stupid and your stupidness cost somebody life. You should be banned from driving. It's a 50-year ban. You could appeal it after 45 years. Like good behavior. I definitely feel
good behavior is here.
I don't know. But yeah, if there is a penalty for your license, if you take a life on the road, I definitely feel that it just needs to be more severe. So people will...
No. If you definitely take a life, then after it is no longer just the merit points you're talking about. That's a crime.
Yeah.
That's a criminal offense. So obviously you're going to have to face the full law, So at the end of the day, if it is that you're out there and that is what you're doing, then definitely I don't want the merit points, I want more than that. But I think just banning them, I think we need to come up with some more serious penalties to deal with them, because as much as you may put that in place, so they cannot be on the road for the next 50 years, trust and believe that they are going to find a way to still be on the road, because there's a lot of persons driving right now.
They're not supposed to be driving.
To us, that not supposed to be driving, doesn't even have an issued driver's permit. Some of their own might have been expired. Some of them have how many tickets that they haven't paid.
Yep.
And they are driving up and down as normal.
Yep, very true. Very true. Hold on there. Hello, good afternoon. You're on the street.
Yeah, good afternoon. I know turn on the TV there and seeing this program going on the site of court. Because I'm hearing some comments coming out on your program, and I want to know what world people living in. Supposed to begin. For 9.5 years, all these people that are talking now never said anything. But they're talking now with a passion.
We talk about the opposition,
Why
right?
now?
We talk about the opposition or the callers?
The callers are talking about.
Go ahead.
And then secondly, yes, sir, again, I have feedback. I don't know if you have want something.
No.
Move somewhere else.
You're coming through clean over here.
All right. Another thing I'm listening to, right? These people and them who talking, and talking about bad driving and things. It's have a lot of things that just go up to bad driving, like for instance, bad roads. It has some places you're passing, you have to drive in the middle of the road because the road's so bad. You have to move and drive in the middle of the road. That's our next thing. Then you're talking about stupid driving. The thing is accident. You know, it's an accident. An accident is being caused by not your fault. A dog could run across you and you bounce it down. It wasn't intentional. Right? So it have a lot of things. And the merit point, why you have to pay for a ticket and then still pay for the merit point? You understand?
Yeah, that is
making no sense.
That's the main gripe I think we are all having today.
Yeah, you know how much people the merit points have out of a job right now? Yeah, because with one traffic stop you could lose your license.
Yep.
One traffic stop. So all these people were talking all those set of notices. It's just kind of raised a nerve in me because I was wondering if they have no sense or if there's just glutton for punishment. I don't understand it. Talk about the roads we're fixing, where people driving in the middle of the road to get away from potholes. Talk about all them things. Sometimes all of them things would have caused accidents. Right? Talk about them things. But you want to support an evil regime that we just get out of office, right, to make we life better, or you want to support them dotishness. Talk about them things. You're fixing road today and tomorrow the road swell up. Your car dancing on the road and all these kind of things. This stupid colonial thinking all you have to get out of all your system. No, you pay that ticket, all right, you charge you for whatever offense you make, right. You pay your ticket, right. Why you have to have the merit points on your license for 2 years? What kind of stupidness is that?
Right.
That don't make any sense.
Yeah, pause right there. Because, yeah, that is what most of the callers are really upset about, you know, the merit points remaining on the license, and they're telling the opposition right now, why are you kicking up a fuss about that now? That is not the right thing. But I do agree with you that, okay, not every road accident is due to careless driving.
Just hold on, you're kind of lost to the family. Where you mean the opposition kicking up? Oh, you're talking about the present opposition?
Yeah, the present opposition.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're speaking
in present. They're kicking up our fuss now?
Yeah. They're kicking up our fuss now. And yeah, and I think I think the general consensus here is that we don't like that they're kicking up a fuss, because the system that they put in place really not benefiting anybody after the drivers pay their fine, right?
Right. I just listened to you checking. I just listened to you checking to see the accidents between a certain period when the ticket wasn't there and when the ticket is there now.
Yeah.
The ticket and the merit point system in doing nothing, the accidents and things remaining the same. That in doing nothing.
I definitely
You're always
agree.
looking at the passport picture. It's time to look at the screen. Stop looking at the passport picture and look at a screen. Look at that theater screen instead of a passport picture. You see, people only see by the big toe. You have to look further down. You see, you know how much innocent people, how much people out at work because of that stupid point system. How many people when crime escalate now, you want to know, well, what causing crime to escalate, and people ain't supposed to, them all them is things that's contributed crime. You going on the road just so driving, right? You on the major road. A man come out the side street. Bam, you don't expect you to come up. Bam, you bouncy accident. He died in the accident. You had to pay a penalty for that. You supposed to pay. You see, them is these stupidness people. Some people don't think before they talk.
Yeah. Well, one thing
and then they had this colonial thinking police. Just as they hear the merit points, they're coming out and having roadblock all over the place. Just to get your ticket for points. The colonial thinking. Yeah, right? You can't go nowhere on a holiday with your family because all about a roadblock. Right? Driving on the road, you're frightened to drive. You want to go from point A to point B. That's exactly where you're going because you're driving on that duress. Never pay it that way.
Yeah. Well,
right?
before
and people come out and talking stupidness about don't get rid of the merit points. These people who talking about don't get rid of I'm not talk that on your station. I don't want you to get in trouble.
Yeah, but before I let you go,
and them, something wrong with them.
Yeah, well, let me let you go, but before I let you go, I just want to say one thing I do agree with you is for sure not every accident on the road is caused because of reckless driving. There are other elements involved, and you are definitely right for pointing that out because we were only focusing on one aspect of people and their and bad driving and road accidents. So I definitely thank you for bringing that to light.
People don't drive bad because they want to drive bad, you know. Most of the time when somebody driving bad is because of the road. Few times you will get a stupid driver, a few times. And if you put it on a ratio between 1 to 10, you might get about a 3%. Well, but people don't drive bad because they want to drive bad. You know what? Accidents being caused by the road. Them people were talking a stupid thing, but don't move the merit point. Something. Look, watch me. We vote on PNM. We vote on PNM because of that is one of the reasons why we vote them out. And we voting another party because they're going to solve the problem. You see, when you're not listening to the ground, we have to start teaching politicians a lesson. Right now, although another party in office, if we go around looking for another party in case if this party do stupidness, you know, because we watching them like hawk. What they say on the campaign trail is what we're looking forward to. Stop listening. I hope the Prime Minister don't get up listening to these opportunists and these distractors and who just want to create mayhem and mischief, and they're doing them things because they never vote for this party in office. That is PNM bubblehead sycophant. We're coming out and talking all these things. All of a sudden they get voice. All the time they don't have voice. They have voice now. Right? The woman where we vote for is for betterment for the country. Full stop. You're moving in the merit points. Full stop. Who want to talk? Or they should have talked 9 years ago. Or they ain't talk that time. Don't talk now. Full stop.
All right, thank you, caller.
That's what we have to do now. We have to look at positivity right now and hold anybody that have in government, hold them to account. Or they're not doing what we want done outside. Try somebody else. They're not doing what we want done outside. Try somebody else again until we get it right. Too long. We get brutalized. And everybody only talking about eyes are this till are dead and eyes are that till are dead. Them days gone. We in 2025 now. Get to the program. Have a blessed day.
Yes, thank you, caller. Boy, I just get passionate, boy. There's one thing. Oh, you know how to talk. I feel somehow you should be on campaign trails with your own political parties, and I will come out and listen to all you. So you have passion, boy. I will come and listen to all you have to say. Guys, once again, it's only the 446 number we're answering calls on. And are you still with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, yeah. I'm just going to dive in quick because people are lining up to call.
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Yes.
Good afternoon.
Now, this whole debate on this demerit point system, just to begin, it was introduced in 2019, and I think it was formalized by 2020.
Okay.
And if we go now by statistics that they have given us, the demerits points haven't done anything because what we talking about is road fatalities.
Right.
That we basing the argument on because when you trace it back from when to now, it clearly shows that the demerit point system haven't done anything to prevent road fatalities. And it has have thousands and thousands of accidents for the year all over the place. That is not brought to the forefront as a means of justifying the demerit point system. So we're dealing with the road fatalities, right? We have laws in this country that every single thing people calling in and talking about already there. For motor manslaughter, to take away your license if you're found being reckless on the road and causing somebody deaths and all this kind of thing.
Right.
So putting more stringent laws really don't have a justification for that. It's enforcing it and implementing it. What's supposed to be happening.
Right.
Now, anything this government, the previous government, any legislation they bring to the population, they don't bring it to the population in a way to say, hey, we're seeing this happening in our society, and we're introducing this law to benefit you, the population.
Right.
So that we could reduce the carnage on the road. We could put things in place for the population to be a little more alert and be more cautious on the road. They bring it in a way to punish the population. Rather than, say, okay, we put in the merit points and all that, apply $1,000 fine for a man with a little light bulb.
Yep.
So you could stop on the road and you get ticket for every glass in your car for tint.
Yeah.
You'll get ticket for every tire in your vehicle. You could get tint for every light bulb in your vehicle. So at the end of the day, you could have a $15,000 car and end up with $40,000 in tickets and demerit system points for you. That don't make sense.
It don't make sense at all. And that light bulb one you mentioned right now, it pricking, it raising my hairs because they pulled me over for something I was not unaware of my car and don't want to hear no explanation. Right?
You could go by an auto electrician in the morning and fix all the lights in your car. And by this afternoon, you're driving, going down the road, your headlight might blow. That is mechanical defects. And if you explain that now to somebody in a roadblock, they'll give you one set of stupid talk and hit your ticket.
Yep.
You understand? Although you might produce some receipt to say, hey, look, I went by the electrician and fixed all of my light. They don't want to hear that. So they punish us. Same way how they introduced started to remove the fuel prices. Instead of telling the population, hey, hear what, we as a government, we cannot afford so and so again. They make it a joke. Well, I raise the price 3 times, 4 times, and they riot yet, and they grin. And then you put a higher cost of living on every citizen in this country. And we are seeing no benefit now from removing the fuel subsidy where the money went into the system to benefit the roads or anything like that. So when you, as a government, talking down to your population and punishing them because you cannot come up with valid solutions to govern and make the population more safe and feel more comfortable, rather than put ignorance and arrogance in our mindset that when we outside there, they're targeting us rather than to protect and serve. This is what we end up with. You have people driving on the worst set of roads in the world. Just imagine it up places in the world we are having driverless cars, where cars are driving without. You feel you could put a car in Trinidad and Tobago without a driver in it and go up the Naparima Maya Road before you reach halfway that car on the hood because how bad the road is. Until you have road, you need elevator. One side of the road is about 6 feet lower than the other side. When you drive around, let me say a truck or something coming opposite to you, you're frightening your vehicle. I'm talking about that's the Naparima Maya Road. That's the road going to Barakpo. All these roads really, really terrible.
Wow.
And they just come and boast how much millions of dollars they collected in the merit points system. But what will they do with it? And this is the argument and the discussion people have to have. Tell me and show me the facts of when you enforce something it benefited the population, it reduced the road fatality, and then we could move on with it. But when you come and you enforce things on the population and it does nothing to you, and then you come out and you're boasting how much income and revenue you collected from that, then you didn't really do anything for the population and the society. You did it as a means of generating income for you. And then you can't account for where the money went or how you spend it, or if it went back into the system for the people now to say, hey, here what? Okay, they collected so much money because of this demerit point system and the road condition. Look, we fixed my road. We have a better condition for little time. You haven't seen that.
Mm-hmm.
So that is simple as how it could get, Once a government cannot talk to the people, listen to the people, reason with the people, you don't have no place as a government.
All right.
And that is exactly what happened with this government. And trust me, people talking about PNM going to come back after this 5 years. When this population see what governance is supposed to be, I feel we are going to be hearing too much about the PNM again. Have a good afternoon, gentlemen. Enjoy the rest of your program.
You as well. You as well.
To build a strong and better nation.
You have to learn from your mistakes, and if you don't learn, you're just going to stay in one place. Any comments before I let Mr. KFC and the rest of them come in, Ando?
What I want to say is that the caller previously, I realized he was very passionate and very emotional about this whole demerit point thing. But there was some good things to take away from his contribution. But I also want to say that this is in no way to make excuses for reckless drivers.
Yeah.
Reckless drivers in the aspect of, yes, we are aware that the roads in Trinidad and Tobago are horrible, right? And just as the previous caller said, Nafarima Mayara Road, terrible, right? And I definitely know what he's speaking about, right? And we are aware of these things, but that is not a good excuse that we must say, okay, like for instance, he said something about, there are a lot of drivers that are out of a job because of this demerit point system.
Right.
But the main thing is, Passion, is that if it is that you're out of a job because of demerit, we still cannot just let it go over our head that you had an offense.
Yeah.
You did something that you wasn't supposed to do on the road, and this is why you're in this position. Now, I'm not talking about a broken light. I'm talking about literally you coming out of a side street onto a main road,
right,
and you didn't look left or right, and you come out and you don't want to be, you want to justify that you're right, which you're wrong. We cannot say that's how you're innocent.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's what I'm saying. I don't want people to think that we're here saying that, okay, we're justifying that anytime anybody does anything on the nation's road and they get the merit point, it means that
they didn't deserve it.
Yeah, that they didn't deserve it.
That's definitely not what we're not saying.
Some persons do drive reckless, and it's not only because of bad road. Because the accidents that happened over the weekend, most of the accident was on the highway, and it wasn't because the highway was bad.
Yeah.
They literally was speeding due to wet roads. And it's not like drivers don't know the consequences of driving at that sort of speed on a wet road.
Thank you.
Right? So we as citizens, yes, we as citizens need to be more responsible. So even if they remove the demerit point, just as the previous caller said, there are laws that are put in place already, and it's because we are not driving it. The government is not driving and making sure that these things are being used, the laws that are there.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, you cannot say that you're going on the road and you're just going to drive anyhow and don't expect consequence. So that's what I'm saying. We have to have solutions. If there are laws in place, all great. But if it is that you feel that there's somewhere that we could even improve better than where we are, share. Let us know.
Definitely. Good afternoon, KFC.
Good afternoon, DJ Anderson. Whoever is.
Good afternoon, KFC.
Jim, yeah, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
The road, by by the Central Market. Remember it had 3 more than 2 children that get bounced?
Yeah. That was quite a couple of years ago.
When he was the minister of Works and Transport in the Billionaire Bridge. You see that road there coming down the highway there? It's about dip in that road there.
I know the dip you're talking. I know exactly what you're talking about.
You see that place I think that could cause real accident. Because when you're coming down, that's going on in a dip and you're going back like you're going to Port of Spain. So that is about the road and thing. But when a man get a car to work to own, to mind the family and you have the pure money and thing, and you get all in Merrick points and I'm kind of thing, they leaving a man out of a bread. I seen police hiding in bush, all kind of thing. You ever see them hiding in bush?
Hey, bush police does irritate me. I'm not going to lie to you, huh? Because it's like you're almost wishing me bad. But anyway, that's a different topic.
Yeah. You remember Heinz when Heinz bounced a dog? You lost him Merrick points. He bounced a dog. He was still lost him Merrick point. His license lost. And he posed looking for him, because you went in the Ministry of National Security. I know he went there for the secret to collect check. He still getting paid? He still on the payroll?
Wow.
The views of KFC are not the views of the street and
Thank you. I'm glad you. Hold on. Where's the disclaimer? Where the disclaimer is? We need to put a disclaimer in the engine room.
It's right there.
Engine room.
It's right there.
You need to point out the disclaimer to me, okay? So I could play it when certain people be calling in. Anyway, thank you, KFC. Oh gosh, Prezi, let me get somebody else on the thing to call now, because oh Lord, people calling. I want to say that I'm showing bias now. But yeah, guys, with this demerit point system, some of y'all definitely do deserve it, but I feel it was yeah.
Even when they finally get to repeal it, right? Because that's their intention, right? When they finally get to I mean, everybody will be happy.
Yeah.
Because that's what the majority wants. The minority, they might, some persons might still say, no, it's good, right? Once that is not in place, just as how I see it right now, it hasn't, and a lot of other persons they have seen it, even based on the stats that you had given, right? We haven't seen a big difference. So even though it's not going to be there, drivers are still going to be driving how they are driving today. So I'm saying, as much as they remove it, I hope that they put something in place, or as the previous caller said as well, there are laws that are already exist. We need to make sure that these officers, these licensed officers, these police officers, that they make sure that they are out there in their numbers to ensure that these drivers, these reckless drivers, are held accountable.
Definitely. I'm gonna take 2 more calls before we break for commercials. I have room for 2.
Yeah.
All right. Good afternoon.
Gentlemen. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
How are you doing?
Afternoon.
I'm doing really good.
All right.
Gentlemen, we have to speak with a bit of competence. Now, when you are coming on the show, make sure you all prepare yourself with very, very relevant information. Okay, that's just a bit of advice. I'm not saying you all are not prepared. I'm just saying that to you. You all are young fellas. Keep up the good work. Now, let's go into it. It is not just the merit system is the problem. When they give you that ticket, if you get a ticket today, you have any idea when is the court date?
It's supposed to be
Go ahead.
2 weeks. If I remember it correctly, because it's been a while. It's been a while since I went to a court date. But
okay,
you have 30 days to pay the ticket.
They said if it is that you want to contest the ticket, that you have, I think it's about 15 days.
Yeah, after
to contest it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not literally having a court date, but it's up to you. If it is that you want to contest the ticket, you have to go to the court and put in that.
I think they set a date for it though. You have 30 days, but if you don't pay it within 30 days, then they have a date set to contest it, which is I think about 2 weeks after it.
Okay, gentlemen.
But tell us.
Gentlemen, this is what I mean by you have to be able to prepare yourself when you're coming to have these conversations. You all are young fellas. You all have a very good intention. It takes a lot of courage to come and take the microphone and do what you all are doing. So let me answer the question. When you get a ticket today, you have 15 days to send notice on the portal. It is not the court. It is the Ministry of Transportation portal. It is not like it used to be a long time where you're dealing with it with the court. If you ignore that and you did not respond in 15 days and you did not pay the ticket, you have a host of doubling of fines and stuff like that. But here is this now. If you challenge the ticket within the 15 days, listen to this, your court date could be sometime right now in 2027 or 2028. So for a ticket that you get because you was parking erroneously. Now I want you to remember, we put these people in position. They apply to be the servants and we are the masters. The servants don't tell the masters what to do. The masters tell the servants what to do. Understand this also. If you got the ticket today and you challenge it, your court date is 2028. So you get a ticket for parking. You have to remember that sometime in 2028 you have a court date. Now let's just discuss that. What do you think about that?
First of all, that is a 3-year wait for a court date, sir. And you're saying that is the new norm as opposed to how it was before, pre-portal?
Yes, there's a gentleman called Heavy who worked on your station, and most recently he went to San Fernando to transfer a vehicle. And after he exhausted all the efforts to do the transfer for the vehicle by applying for new engine number change and everything, by about 3:30 in the afternoon, they then said to him, you have outstanding tickets that he said he challenged within the time.
Mm-hmm.
And he said they told him that he will not be able to transfer the vehicle because he have outstanding tickets that have court dates in 2027. He also mentioned that his driver's license is going to be needed to renew before the court date for the ticket or tickets. And so they're also saying to him that he will not be able to drive when that expiration date comes because he have outstanding tickets. He did a video on it.
So even when he renewed his license or has to renew his license because of the outstanding tickets, he cannot drive.
That's what he indicated, and I don't think they used to call him Dumb and Dumber with E and TC, but I don't think he's so dumb or he's so dumber, right? About his own affairs. Let me just also say this to you. He also said he offered to pay the tickets, which was in some thousands of dollars, and they said to him that he cannot pay the ticket now for some reason because the matter is to be addressed in some time to come. So what you have to be discussing here now, before you even get to whether or not you want to remove the merit points and all the up and down nonsense that them 41 of them will be talking about, I say they're talking nonsense. Because one of them tell the people, I'm setting up a tax board and all kind of things, and go and take pictures and all kind of stuff. And then a couple months after, another one say, you ain't supposed to pay that. I tell you don't pay that. So what really going on here? And I'm going to tell you something.
You got 20 seconds. You got 20 seconds because we have to take a break.
Okay, so there is a term called the unsuspecting population. The unsuspecting population who is in charge and who have abrogated and ignored their responsibility to be the bosses will continue to get shaft up. You know what I'm talking about? Simply because you don't want to put that in your pipe and smoke it, and put that in your smoke and pipe it. So when you come back, let the callers tell you if the date, if you get the ticket today, it is not 2028. And they say that justice is supposed to be on time, and you're supposed to be able to confront your accuser on time and in a timely fashion. One ticket, 2028. When you come back, bring it up.
All right.
We pause.
All right. Yeah, we got to take a pause right there, guys. Anderson, we call you back in a short.
No problem.
We do have an interview at 2:30 as well. So stick and stay. Y'all will reach back with Anderson and we'll do some relaying on that last call there. And again, guys, we have special guests coming in from the Caribbean Women Support Group this afternoon to have some words with you guys, particularly you fathers for Father's Day. So definitely stick and stay for that. Don't go anywhere. Street 919 FM. We'll be right back.
To build a strong and better nation, I say that is the main foundation.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Hi, I'm Valentine Garcia.
And I'm Nikki Garcia.
Please join us on the Final Hour broadcast every Thursday at 9 a.m. on the Street 919 FM radio.
Every week we will journey into the amazing Word of God. So please join us.
See you then.
Young people of our nation, ignite your wellness journey with Nature's Touch Youth Health Caravan with Princess Omega and Associates. Prevent ill health today and reap the benefit of good health tomorrow. Join us every second and fourth Saturday of each month at 9:25 a.m. to 9:55 a.m., where we bring to you innovative health solutions. Invest in yourself today by ensuring that you're enjoying optimum health. We are located at number 3, 7th Avenue North via the Eastern Main Road, Barataria. For further information, please call or WhatsApp us at 868-310-8671 or 364-4464. Remember, at Nature's Touch, your health is our priority.
Celebrate the men in your life this Father's Day with a gift of health from Big Mike's Wellness Center. Body scan value at $400 now, $200. Get in on this special now.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282. Or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
Fire Mood Fridays on the Street 919 FM with yours truly, MC Duke and Selector Kochi. All genres of music from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Make it a date and don't be late. Rock and come in. Fire Mood Fridays. Club 919 FM. You don't know.
Tune in to the Street 919 FM every Friday from 9:15 a.m. to 9
9:45 a.m. with Kingdom Health Services, situated at number 125 to 186 Eastern Main Road in Tunapuna. For the program, Health and Healing, merging the old with the new, with Mr. Brent Diet. For more information, call 318-7471 or 484-0141 or 360-4100. It's all about Kingdom Health Services on the street, 919 FM.
Hi there, I'm Lester Suglal, inviting you to join me on the first, second and third Saturday, 8:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. for the program Slow Gospel Music, and on the fourth and fifth Saturday from 8:30 p.m. for an extended version of Slow Gospel Music on Street 91.9 FM.
Join the winning team with Pastor Alkaline John
every Tuesday from 11:05 a.m. to 12 noon and every Thursday night from 8 to 9 p.m.
live on the street 919 FM as he talks about Lviv, the power of 5 fruits, one of the most powerful antioxidant supplements on the market today. The 5 superfruits in Lviv are mangosteen, acai, pomegranate, goji, and nuni. These fruits have a positive and profound impact on human health performance and disease. Join him as he gives live testimonials of the Lviv healing powers. To get more information, you can contact Pastor Alkaline John at 516-286-7079, or you can visit his webpage at www.alkalinejohn.com. Remember,
every Tuesday from 11:05 a.m. to 12 noon and every Thursday night from 8 to 9 p.m.
live on the street 919 FM.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Now the election back and I'll die away. In short, this is what I have to say. Let us forget spites and grudges and concentrate. Come, let us sit and try to relate. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come, let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come, my brother, come, my sister, and let us build a nation together. Oh, yeah. Remember, the key to success is working hard. For our country we must have regard. Forget all your differences, let we start to build. And onward to progress we surely will. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come, let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come, my brother, come, my sister, and let us build a nation together. So much of things that we need to see about. Surely I do have to spell them out.
Right, so getting back into it, guys. Our number 3 right here on the Street Council. See how that name sound. The Streets Council. Yeah, we can see. See, might have a nice ring to it. I gotta tell you, we workshopping names at the moment. But see how President pushing this as a council. See if we can keep that name. See what's going on. Anyway, I'm leaving the phone lines, both phone lines open again. Definitely a lot of discussion. We're gonna touch back in with Anderson for the What's Not a Crime But Should Be segment in the final hour. But yeah, leaving this half hour for you guys to really call in and say all your piece, or you keep it to a minimum, guys, because there's plenty of y'all calling. I want to reach everybody because I know how it is get if I don't get through, okay? Do not buff me. Buff the people and them who call in faster, okay? Good afternoon, you're on the street.
Okay.
All
right, I hear you. Right. Here I was supposed to tell you too. Apart of, I was trying to shut down the call just now. Here I was trying to tell you too, right?
Right.
You're so wicked. When they get the point, before the point system, I'm sure. Now I'll make it. I'll try my best to make it as short as possible. But I want to get in this thing for them bobblehead and let them listen.
Right.
First, when the ticket was 1 something and 2 something and all kind of thing, right? They used to give 14 days to pay the ticket. Right? And within 14 days, if you don't pay the ticket in 14 days, you have about another 5 days or whatever to go to court. However it go. When the government, the next government come into office, they go straight up to the court date, which is 3 months, I think it was. You have straight up to the morning to go to court to go and pay the ticket. So you know what's going on? If you're a month-end worker and you get a ticket in the middle of the month, where you had the time to raise the money to pay the ticket yet, at least when the other government came into office, they gave you time where you could organize yourself and put yourself in again and pay. Right?
Right.
You know what they do? You come now and they put 1,000, 2,000 and all kind of thing on the ticket now. And if you want to contest the ticket, you have to go online. How much people know about going online to contest tickets?
Right. I actually just
and then even if you go online and you get through to get a day to contest the ticket, it's quite 2027, 2028. So you are your license to renew now. You go to renew your license now. You can't get your license renewed. Guess why? Because you return a court date to contest the ticket. So they're still penalizing you.
Yeah.
Right? You see this stupidness going on? I know people who want to buy car. They're buying cars, rent to own. And come and get ticket. They don't want to pay half the money for the car already.
Yeah.
They come and they're working to pay for the car. They come and they get ticket. And lost the license. So they can't work that car again to pay the money to own the car. So automatically the owner now get back the car and your money dead. All them is things, these wicked man. I don't ever want to see. If they gave me piano and a sandwich, I fling it away.
You're not a sandwich, bro. Not even a cruncher, boy.
They're so wicked, and I just cut me when these stupid bubblehead people coming out and talking, boy. It just cut me, boy. It's that Trinidadian notice like that, boy. I can't believe that, boy. But I've seen it on your program today.
Yeah,
our best one.
All right, man. Hey, guys, keep it short and sweet. Both phone lines open again, 342-0081. Yeah, I ain't want to tell all you the headache and hell I had to go through to get my, to renewing my license back in October. Pressure was pressure. But by the grace of God, I get it done that day. President.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Catch me a little bit. I like to be simple,
Yeah.
Right. Although I know I have a kind of loud mouth now and then when it's time for that. But let me put a case here. Now, in the first instance, I put up a height on the penalty because of reasons, right? So that we could understand the seriousness of what we was talking about. Now, the present government, even in the they were saying that they're going to ban the merit point. So all of our society who does drive vehicles, I think many of us, we appreciate that. I don't have no quarrel with that. Now, we have a brother who come up, I think he must have come up with 2 and all. That he put in now, if a fella come out from a junction and it have an accident. In our law, the police has calculated who caused the accident. Sometimes we might misjudge who caused or whatever the situation. Somebody claim they're more brave than the next one or whatever the situation is. But if you're wrong, you're wrong. Right. In this society, there are plenty people who driving for years. The road bad. We know the road bad. But they may make no accident. Why? Because they're cautious in driving. Your regulations, in most cases, while you're reading the regulation, only some of them that buy the license. But in most cases, the regulations say, be cautious. If you see a car going down the road, you go bounce it. If you see a human crossing the road, you go bounce it. Now, these are the things that we have to put in. The problem here is that what we're talking about, not so much, because we don't pass the merit point. The government said they go ban it. What we're talking about is the stupid daughters drivers. That is the point here. Not the road bad. Yes, we know the road bad. People that drive the road for months, years, and then drive because they're cautious and they're driving. If a fella know the road up totally and he want to drive at 90 km and crash up somewhere, he's buying himself dealing with the 50 years too. That is what I'm talking about. All of us have to have that consciousness.
Sorry, front of the class alarm. Sorry.
Yeah, all of us have to have that consciousness. If everybody who have, just as how we just talk about the crime, everybody want to look to see of the crime done. Everybody have to try to see to sympathize in some sort of way to let the crime don't be. And that is a crime if you tend to want to be a criminal to kill people. You know, it's all a matter of our conscience, our consciousness, our way of thinking. Some people want to be aggressive just because they want to be aggressive. No, we have to think. In all the accidents, if we come up in an accident, we'll see who wrong. Well, I mean, look, she had to try to be lenient in many ways because I can't go punching. But we have to be conscious of what we're saying, what we're doing, and work the thing out. If somebody that careless and want to kill people, we set up a 50 years and put a junction on them seriously. If have the police and them, they give them some work to do. Their eyes always open to see who driving more than the mile per hour of a certain street. On most of the streets have a certain mileage. If you go on the highway, you have nowadays, long time you could have drive 180. Nowadays, you can't even go on the highway and all. And we have to be conscious of what we're saying and don't just come into and look into there and cursing on people and making all kind of bad remarks. Let me be conscious and let me get the thing guided nice. Now, if we are to put thing on evil people, let me put the thing on the evil people. The merit points, I don't find that the present government says that going. I find so for all drivers. I are siding with all drivers. Sister Canada, pull away from some way and let me deal with everything as how we was dealing it before. Right. Everything about law. My brother said earlier on, it have law that was in the law books long time, and we're not really using it. Some of them, let me start to use it, and that's what we have to do. All right, okay.
All right, okay. Yeah, you know he will come back later in the show. Thank you, Prez. Oh Lord, I got a message on my personal phone of a listener sending me the actual ticket and the information on the back of the ticket notice that you have, right? So yeah, that whole that contesting it thing is correct. Online, you have to contest it. They give you the website link. I ain't gonna read it all out. This ain't no advertisement for the traffic laws. But yeah, you can file using a computer, whatever electronic device you have. But yeah, you have to file it there, apparently. As for the waiting period, that waiting period seems absolutely egregious from what the caller before the break stated. The amount of time to wait for that contested date is despicable. Good afternoon, you're on the street.
Yeah. No, I know you said we would link up in the next hour. But I needed to let this known. Right. Thank you so much, President, for pulling it back. You know, for bringing it back and understanding the point, because a lot of persons would now switch on the radio and miss, and it went way over their head and miss our point. We are not saying that the demerit point should stay. We are saying that there are drivers, there are reckless drivers, and this is what we need to remember. There are reckless drivers, there are persons out here driving on the nation's roads recklessly, and they are bringing harm to others. And they are the persons that need to make sure that they are penalized at the end of the day. And rightfully, there are laws that are already here, and then we need to make sure that we start implementing it and using them.
Yep.
So thanks again, President, for bringing it back so that persons would understand that the issue is not so much of how long it takes to contest a ticket and how much years before the court date. That's besides the point. What we're talking about is the persons who literally commit these offenses and are literally causing a lot of families tears.
Yep.
And they said you just only feel it when it comes knocking on your door, you know.
Absolutely.
So we need to be mindful. It's not only about how you alone feel, but you have to think about the other persons, how they feel, how they would feel, knowing that people are just walking scotch-free.
Yep.
They could do whatever on the road. They could hurt anybody. They could bounce on anybody and just go on their merry way. There are persons who just be literally just driving the vehicle and knocking other people's mirrors, breaking it, and driving and going their merry way.
You think it's just knocking? Listen, listen. A time someone right off my whole left side and skirts off and make his way around the corner, you know, because he bruised me so bad I couldn't trail him. It's upsetting. Them things is upsetting.
So, and then we'll link up in the next hour, but I just let me call and just say that I want to leave the lines clear so at least, you know, more people will be able to give their contribution.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, guys, we're taking a pause at 2:30 because we have some special guests coming in. So state your calls and plead your cases from now. Both phone lines are open: 342-0081, 466-5391. Yeah, afternoon.
Good evening.
Yeah, I know you was on hold there.
You see the same thing I'm talking about? Now this president man coming now and talking about people have to drive with caution and what you see stupid and how they talking talking other things now. You see them as how they just be naval obstruction is because they're causing your brain to move away from the facts and go across to dotishness. So you want me to drive cautious. So if I driving on the highway, I might drive at 30 miles an hour on the highway.
That's not what he said at all. That is not what he said at all. He said drive with caution.
Well, old people driving on the road and it have the road bad and then making accident. Everybody can drive. There are old people that drive on the road and he say no make accident. That's cause accident or no? Because of the same stupid driving they're doing or no? That is not the issue. Don't bring up them kind of stupid. Look, listen. The points have to go full stop.
Yeah,
we don't want no talk.
I think at the end of the day, we all agree the points had to go because that is clearly not
but
working.
Don't bring up no stupidness to play and get justification for keeping some. Don't bring up justification for that. Don't talk about old people driving for years and driving the road bad and don't bring up them kind of things. We're not on that. Stay focused to the issue. Don't play hopscotch. We're not on that. God, man. Have a blessed day.
We missing the point. It's not a question about At the end of the day, the issue that we all facing here is we all agree the point system not working, right? The elements that lead to us getting the points on our license are very varied. You're not wrong in some of the points that you bring up, but neither is President and the others, right? All of those play key factors into why that point system is more of a hindrance than a help. And we all agree that it is a system that is just not working, and something better needs to be put in place. Right? Good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, yes.
You and Trinidad and Tobago.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know if some of the people know how long the first car came to Trinidad.
How long since the first car came to Trinidad?
Yes.
I'm not even going to pretend I know the answer to that question, sir.
All right. I want to say 150 years.
150.
You understand?
Uh-huh.
So some of the roads that people driving on right now is old track road that they pave. They never structure no serious roads, especially in the countryside. Even town. The road so narrow you go, no donkey cart and cart is a pass they pave it. Alright?
Mm-hmm.
So and they have nobody who doing serious structure on roads in Trinidad. 150, 70 years of age right now. You understand? So check it. You understand? So most of the road there, you don't care road they pave, and nobody knows what paving road and things to come. That system, like already, they don't engineer, those are the questions. You have no engineer there at all as far as I'm concerned.
Mm.
You understand? And look for the merit point. Well, they could fight with that, but I will tell you one thing. That is to calm down, because after you get a ticket, after you get a repeat offender for once, twice, what they're supposed to do? They allow you to just break light for the month you break 12. You run a light twice, boy. What are you going to do about that, boy? Give you a ticket, boy, and then a ticket again, and you ain't pay. Points for you, man. Because like you ain't getting no sense at all. You ain't learning. They stop you for speeding for the week. How much ticket you get for that? How much ticket you get for that? And they mustn't give you points. When the boy take the points and go your way, take your points.
Yeah? He stopped mid conversation there. Someone here on the line? Yes. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. My short and sweet here.
Yeah.
Just in the arrival life, people gonna get a big money.
Sorry, hold on. Sorry, you broke up. You broke up there just a little bit. So just start from the beginning. Sorry about that.
Yeah. I said the only people who happy for the point system is the arrival life people. The people who benefiting, who making millions of dollars from it. Right? Man, like president don't have a box cat, but he talking about car. Get out of the stock, president. You have no car. You just walk right through.
What the end? Hey. I am not happy, yeah? Telling the president he just walk right. Hey. Casey, I swear if you come in to say the same thing, I'm hanging up the phone, huh?
Nah, president going back to bicycle and cold pot. But what are they now? So come out.
Who that? What? Sorry?
Well, yeah. But that the old PNM dinosaur come out there and say what? The American points go help and all kind of thing. How they helping? And that's what pressing poor people.
Everybody has a voice. I just let people talk.
A man got a ticket for like $1,000. He pay his ticket and he lost him American points. I make no sense. I draft check loss.
He lost me.
President.
He lost me. I'll take your points. I'm not going to lie with you.
President like me. Yeah, no car.
So you ain't no car either?
Conversation.
You no car either? What is that one, boy?
I have no cars yet.
Hey, boy.
Bless. I look.
Hey. It really is the people who don't have to be talking the loudest. I really understand. I really starting to understand how you're operating. Hey, good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Hey, good DJ Anderson and the Dreamer there, Mr. Oketa.
Hey, Oketa, long time. I was waiting for you. What's up?
Yeah, man. Well, I listen and paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
Some of wish you a speedy recovery, from whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I support the moving away from the demerit points, but we need a whole scale. I don't want to use a revolution, but a whole transplantation of the whole transportation system in this country.
Right.
Right. We must have a regime of defensive driving. Right. We have to look at the role of the private inspection garages. Right. We have to look at employing more technology and maybe a few more licensing officers in terms of road transportation. Right? And we cannot, as the Caribbean say, we cannot go on this way. We as a people, we do not love Trinidadians, and I believe to be Ghanaians, so we do not love harsh and oppressive systems over us.
We don't.
Once the system turns harsh and oppressive, whether it's in labor, whether it's in security, whether it's in licensing and transportation, the people in Trinidad will cause an upheaval in that. That's a no-no.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So we have to do better. Right? And I know this government, but I believe this government, they have enough brain power, because this government full of brains. And they have enough brain power, and they will do, I don't know how much, but they will do something to make this whole thing easier. Right? That's what we need now, brains. And the same thing why people are attacking this president, because the program, I sat down there and the programs had to descend into the abyss. And I say, no, I must get up and give a contribution. I'm not criticizing nobody, because everybody's intellect is different. Right? Everybody want to talk, but some people just want to talk because of talking sake, as old people say.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is, from time to time, maybe you could call on some outside expertise, maybe from a licensing officer or a police traffic officer, and get proper information, because the show had to go back. The station also had to go back where it was. That's why I never used to call those other programs, because I am an academic and I do not want to descend into no level and make it a rum shop talk. Right? And the gentleman who say how all the young, all of this, that's a lot of old talk. Not because of all the young, that all cannot keep or maintain a proper conversation. And I find he should never do all of that. Right? He could advise all you as younger people, but I don't want to call it condemnation. That would be too strong, but I think he wasn't too nice with the old talk. All the young, giving the impression that all you may know not what all they're talking about. So anyhow, brother, that's all I have to say for this. In this instance, right? This show is a very good show, and I must give kudos to the Dream for as I sat down here and I said deputy really essentially, because you absent and he carry on a excellent show there. Right?
Appreciate it, Lauketa.
Yeah, man, let's take care, man. We're going good, but just that's what I keep saying is one call per hour, because that's what it end up in.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, brother.
Most def.
Yeah. Thanks for you and the Dream.
For sure. Look, you're coming through clean and clear. Alright, one more call and then we have to jump into our guests, okay? Dookie, what's going on? You hear me good?
This is the sky here.
Yeah, I'm hearing you loud and clear. Yeah, you have limited time, huh? Because I have to go into these guests.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll call it back. But what I want to say, we're going to move the demerit points. We raise the speed limit to 200 kilometers per hour. And if it causes an accident, we charge you $1 million. I'll call it back after the show.
All right. I like that. Oh, Lord. All right, give me a quick pause for the cause while I get our guests in again. And they're gonna be taking over the next half hour to let y'all know about an amazing thing that they're trying to do for the fathers of Trinidad and Tobago. So y'all stay one moment.
So much of things that we need to see about. Surely I do have to spell them out. Cause you know as well as I do, the only way is put in more effort and less play. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land.
All right, guys. So like I told you, Street 919 FM family, you know we believe in a strong community here, right? Fully believe in supporting everybody. This is a platform where any and everyone can come and share with the nation what they have to offer. Once you're spreading love and positivity here on the street, we welcome you. All right. As we approach Father's Day here in the month of June, I'm welcoming here to the street the Caribbean Women Support Group. They foster connection and uplift women throughout the Caribbean. They're also going to be discussing with y'all the myriad of benefits and offers that they extend to the community here in Trinidad and Tobago. And for Father's Day, they're extending an amazing opportunity to celebrate for the fathers among us. And I'll let them get into it in more further detail. So I want to welcome to the mic, and I'll let them take over for now. So please welcome to the street Ms. Montague and Dr. James from the Caribbean Women Support Group.
Thank you so much, Hashim. Is Hakim?
You got it ready first time.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate this day, because this is really the day that the Lord has made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. So I thank you. I thank God for this day. So at the end of the day, we would like to introduce Dr. James, but I would like to share a little bit about Caribbean Women Support Group. Caribbean Women Support Group is a wonderful group. We assist a lot of women in our communities, Trinidad and Tobago, spreading positive vibes, empowering women throughout the Caribbean as well, right? So at the end of the day, we are here to talk about, we want to share our offer, what we're doing. We have our body analysis, and we want to recognize the fathers of our nation, because we recognize a lot of people on the ground, naturally not doing so good in their health. So based on the information that we get, we're saying, hey, we want to be a part of you. We want to help you. We want to, bring something to the fathers, right? So I have Dr. James here to share a little more in connection with what we're doing for this beautiful season of Father's Days, I know a lot of people that forget fathers. Dr. James, people that forget fathers,
Yeah,
but
we treat the mothers really nicely, and we splurge on the mothers.
Yeah.
But I hear a rumor saying that there's only give fathers socks, and I don't know how true. Fathers, you can say it out there.
They get power tools and things to help around the house with. Work things. You get things for work for Father's Day.
Well,
and that's all you get.
Wow. So we want to bring the thing right to the fathers. We're saying, from the month of April, we recognize that mothers, they get it from April to the whole month of May. Just the other day, now infants and the Father's Day. So we say, you know what? Let us do something for the dads. Yeah. Caribbean Women Support Group want to take care of the dads because we care about you. And we want to make sure that, that you are here for a very long time. You are the heads of the home, You are not just fathers, but you are the heroes for your children. If you don't know that, I'm telling you, you are the heroes of the Fathers Society.
Yes.
So Dr. James, tell them a little bit more on what we have to offer for dads. I want Dr. James to explain this to you dads and how important you are and why your health matters.
Well, your health most definitely matters because when we lose our dads, things fall apart. Things fall apart in the home, it falls apart in the community, it falls apart in the society as a whole, you know, and it is with that in mind that we decided to do an offer where we are offering what we call a full body scan. Now let me tell you a little bit about the scan. The scan covers quite a bit of stuff. I always like to start off with the cardiovascular. Why? Because in cardiovascular, a lot of times people don't get any warning. So up to this morning, I had some news again with another person, a young person who was a fisherman and just dropped. And that is what cardiovascular do. I spoke about 2 months ago about my 30-year-old nephew. You know, just celebrated his daughter's birthday Saturday, was playing ball Sunday, collapsed on the field. And you know, I mean, 30 years old. So I am big on cardiovascular. So the scan is able to really cover cardiovascular health in a big way. Usually we have to do an angiogram to tell if you're developing blockages and so on. An angiogram is over $20,000 for an angiogram. You know, but with the scan, and particularly, you could say we are not really charging. It's almost like we are donating the scan. It is so low cost. So I would leave you, Casey, to give the price. But we are able to look into the whole cardiovascular system. So we could see the flow of blood in. We could tell the flow of blood out. We could tell and when I say the amount of input of blood out in circulation and all of that, we're able to tell the heart muscles, how it is pumping. We are able to tell if the myocardium, which is the engine in the heart, if it is starving for oxygen. We're able to look at a lot of parameters when it comes to the cardiovascular. We could tell if you're developing blockages in the arteries because you're going to see signs of atherosclerotic plaque because the arteries are going to start stiffening and all of that. So we could look at the flexibility of the arteries. We're going to be able to see a lot of things at cardio. That's just one thing. Now we're talking about over 35 different parameters we're going to be evaluating. Now, apart from that, we're going to be able to see liver function. And we've seen a lot, these days, a lot of people are suffering from fatty liver. And fatty liver is an issue because the next stage after fatty liver is cirrhosis of the liver. And once you start developing cirrhosis of the liver, we run into problems there. And the liver is so important. It is the only organ that you could cut off half and it is going to grow back. You know what I mean?
A lot of people don't even know that.
Yes,
Just yesterday, someone called me and she said to me, Gail, I'm not feeling well. I'm in the hospital. And I said, really? You in the hospital? Talk to me. She said, well, the doctor sent her blood to get some testing. And I said, you know what? I will come up and do the scan. I went up and I did the scan for her. And it's so amazing that I have found so much of different things what was going on with this girl. And when she got the report from the doctor, is exactly what I told her. Imagine that. And this scan, you know, it is so amazing because it's over. I told her about every function before the doctor even reached.
Exactly. And this is what is really amazing about the scan. So again, we do liver function. We do kidney function, we do lung function. We are able to look at what's happening in the brain. You know what I mean? We could tell if somebody is starting to develop Alzheimer's and stuff like that. So we look at memory index and so forth. We are able to look at hormones, both male hormones, female hormones. So we look at the whole hormone issue. We look at thyroid issues, which is also governed by hormones, but different type of hormones. So we have so much things that we look at. A lot of people are coming down with colon cancer. That's another big scene that is taking place, we are able to look and see if you're having inflammation in the colon and all of that. So we're able to look at your whole diet. So what this does, it works as an early warning system for you, because a lot of times people just do not know. They just take life for granted.
So tell me, Dr. James, tell me a little more about your nephew. What the doctor told him before he went to this position. Tell me some more about that.
That was really scary, because he went in, he felt something was wrong. He went in, got evaluated, and what he was told is that they couldn't see anything. It took after he died that they did the autopsy. They know to come back after the fact and said that he had an enlarged heart. You know, and that is what is scary. And many of the clients that come in, they will tell you, yes, I went to the doctor, but everything come back inconclusive, or they said that everything is fine, but I'm not fine. I'm feeling this or I'm feeling that, you know. And when they come in, they're able to get so much details. And not only, so like right now, I have some clients that was scheduled for triple bypass. He has a 90% blockage in the main artery. He has a 70% blockage in another artery and a 50%. Now, this is a week ago. What is generally the procedure for that? Just what I told him. He has to do, so first he had to do the angiogram, that is over $20,000. Right? Now the surgery itself is over $200,000. The aftercare is another $100,000. But what is worse than all of that too is that what is going to happen after that? You're going to be on medication, and a lot of medication, and the quality of life diminishes. The quality of life. So here it is, just 1 week. Today is his 8th day, so you haven't completed it, so I can't say 8 days. What is already happening? He couldn't be able to come downstairs and go back upstairs when he feeding the dog, because the angina pain is going to be so rough. Angina pain basically gone. He wants to start walking around with Savannah. I said, no Savannah yet. I wanted to do the perimeter of your house, because I wanted to be measured. So what you're going to do, you would go around the house, check the time that you're making, that you're taking to do X amount of laps. Do not push yourself too much. See how fast you're running out of breath or anything like that. But he is doing so well. I'm talking about 7 days.
You see,
so all the angina pain basically disappear.
And I could imagine what you have given to him that caused that, you know, that restoration
all
in the
natural
heart, in the heart system. And this is what we're talking about. You see, once you know early or clock in the game, at least if you know what's going on with you now, you can take action. Right? This is what we're saying to people. Listen to me. This scan, it's
amazing.
It's amazing. This scan,
I know people
giving
thinking
it away now.
About $5,000, because we talk about the angiogram.
And
it's the angiogram alone, and that is $20,000. So I know people thinking it's about $5,000.
Dr. James,
you're ready to tell them about
Dr. James, let me tell you something. I want to share a story.
Okay, go
It
right
had this young man. I had my business in Porter, Spain, Hardy's Mall. Right? Straight down to the back. And it had this young man who came in to me, and he did his scan, and I said, you know, you need to go now, based on the information that I'm seeing here, you need to go to the hospital and get a CT scan done. And the same information that the scan gave to him, the CT scan gave to him, he was 24 years old. The young man, I could share it now because he had cancer, and he passed away, because he could not afford to really maintain his health at the time.
That's an excellent thing.
You know, so sometimes you get the information, and we can help you, but it's how far we can help you. That is why we have so much of different opportunities to share with the audience how we want to help you, not just with the scan alone, no, But this conversation will be for next week, Wednesday.
All right.
Trust me, they should tune into that as well.
Yes, yes,
but
yes.
To
How
tell
we
you
can actually help you to be able to afford
to take care of yourself.
Okay,
This is important for people to know, because knowledge is power. And because of lack of knowledge, a lot of people is destroyed. And we saying, hey, God has given you a brain. He given you the opportunity to take this opportunity now. Mothers, brothers, sisters, fathers, people who hear in this conversation right now, don't take this conversation lightly, right? And I know you want to know how much is this scan, because you're eager to know. I can feel the vibration out there, you know, Trinidad and Tobago and the wider Caribbean. Listen to me. The scan on a normal day is $850. But for fathers, you will save $500, because we are giving you this scan for only $300.
Look at that.
Listen to me, because we care for you, you will get this for $300, because we want to reach you. We want to make sure that your son's good, your daughter's good, your brother's good, your brethren good. You understand? The fella's good. We want to make sure that you're healthy and wealthy to move to the next level.
Yes, yes.
This is what we're talking about. We're bringing it to the streets, people. That is why we on this station, 91.1, 91.9. Come on, listen to me, people. This is why we on the streets. We bringing it real right now to you, because we care for you. And as Hashem make sure, Hashem make sure and explain to everybody, hey, on the streets, we give everybody an opportunity. Wednesdays has be good. Wednesdays is a good day. Even though it's in the middle of the week, let me tell you something. We're bringing it to the streets. We're bringing it out to the streets. This is vibes. This is good energy. And we're bringing it out to the fathers in this day and this time. Today is a wonderful day.
I'm telling you.
Today is not just a normal day, you know. Today is extraordinary day. Today is Matthew 4:4. In my mind.
Yes,
and here now, man don't live by bread alone, but by the words. So I hope you take this word and tap into this when we call you.
Yes.
When we give you this number. You understand? Tap into this conversation. Don't waste no time. You're on the streets, people. And this is the opportunity. To me, this is Psalm 91.
Okay.
Come on.
Yes, I hear
This is it.
Yes.
We bringing it out on the streets.
Yep.
We bringing it out to you. You can't get it nowhere else. It's the streets you're on.
Yeah.
Dr. James,
yes.
talk to them now.
Well, you know, apart from just getting the scan is not a bad news piece of equipment. It is able to identify where we might be having some problems or where we might be trending with some problems. So you mightn't reach there, but you don't need to wait until you reach in a certain position. So, okay, so you're not feeling any issues right now, so you think everything is fine. It does take years to develop cancer. It takes years to develop cardiovascular disease. It takes years for your hormones to go off. It takes years. So we're able to see this early. But even when we see something that is ongoing, or you already knew that you had an issue like my client with over a 90% blockage in the main artery. We don't just scan. Of course, we put a protocol together for you. With Casey here, you're also getting a whole diet plan. Not only that, you know what it is I do with that client and all my clients who are having any major issues, what we do, Casey, and this is what both of us do, is that we follow them up. So if I see 2 days and they do not call me, I tell everybody, call me after 5. If I see 2 days and they do not call me, I am calling in.
Of course.
So like I had that particular client, children in today. She said, you getting daddy to call? Daddy don't call me. I said, but I don't even wait. If I see 2 days, I am following up.
Yeah.
And this is what is important. It's not just that you get a scan and then we leave you alone.
No, we can't
we
leave you
follow up with you, particularly if you have a major issue going on. We do not leave you on your own. So this kind of service is not what you get. Who doctor does be calling you to check on you every 2 days.
Come on, on top of that,
You pay $200,000.
Yeah.
You're following up on you every 2 days?
Not
Who
at
does
all.
it?
Not at all.
You know, so this is what we have to offer the fathers. This is what we have to offer even the mothers, because you know, a happy life is what? A happy wife, Casey. If the wife happy, the life happy. You understand? So even for the ladies, and you know, this is for everybody.
It's for everybody.
It's for everybody. But this is Father's time, so we have this special for them. I don't know. Ladies had their time last month, but
mothers
before,
can come too.
So you're
the
giving
family, the mothers.
So you're bringing the whole family in at the same price.
Everybody come on board, man.
All you could ask anything better.
Come on board, yeah. We will
Casey,
give them the offer because
Casey,
it's a love.
you are the best.
And
You
this is
are
what
the
we
best.
just get on the street. As I said, this is Psalm 91, you know.
Yeah.
Psalm 91 verse 9. All you start to pull out your Bible and read what we're talking about. This is goodness and mercy. This is it.
Yeah.
You understand? Only angels taking charge of this program. Right? So to connect with us right now, you can call 288-2822 or 718-5171 for more information. People, take that number again. 718-5171. Let me repeat it slowly. So 718-5171. WhatsApp. Right? 288-2822. Digicel 288-2822. And know you want that number again. Dr. James, call the number 288-2822 or 718-5171 for more information, because we're bringing it out today and we on the streets.
Yeah, and
we on the
as
streets.
As I say street, it means that we could also come and meet you.
Yes.
So if you can't come to us,
yes,
we would come to you. You
Come
understand?
on. This is it. There's a next level. It's only at the streets you can get that, you know. We're reaching here. For those who cannot make it, a church, the church want somebody to come and do the scan. We having a scan right now in Bagatelle coming up. Sunday coming here for 10 o'clock. People, if you live in Bagatelle, run down in the church. Miss Atapat, that is the pastor. Right? I ain't advertising for the church, but I'm just sharing that we will be doing her whole church.
Right.
This beautiful Sunday coming here on the 8th. You know, that is new beginning. So at the end of the day, come on down.
Yeah.
Right? We have Bagatelle on the 29th. For those who live in Bagatelle Community Center, they come, bring your friend, bring somebody, bring your mommy, bring your brother, because now we're reaching you where you are.
Yes.
So you will tap into whoever, right? Whoever flyer you're seeing out there on that same day, the 29th, that is connected with us.
Right.
288-2822
and was
718-5171. We have people out there too, standing on the ground for us.
Yes, very
and
well.
with God, all things are possible. We can't do this without Him.
Yes.
That's why we could bring it on the streets.
Yeah, very well. Yeah, I was just remembering last 2 Sundays ago. Well, I was surprised. This young lady here, Miss Kissy Monsigi, is no regular person. So she invited myself and another practitioner to come in and to speak. So we thought it was a regular little thing. Next thing I know is refreshments, sandwiches, this, that. But if you think that was all, the young lady gave away over 100 brand new pairs of shoes to the ladies. I see ladies leaving there with 4 boxes of brand new shoes. This is no regular person here, people. And what she is offering is a big thing. It is a big thing. So this thing that we're having for the father and for the family is big. Do not take it lightly. Do not let this pass you. Take the opportunity to really look at yourself, see where you are as far as your health is concerned, so we could do something about it. You know, the talk about the ostrich, how the ostrich just buries its head in the sand. You do not want to be like the ostrich, or maybe you want to be like the ostrich, because the truth is, when the ostrich puts his head in the sand, he's not trying to hide from reality, you know. The ostrich puts its head in the sand to listen So to pick up the vibration if any predator is in the area. So it is able to put its head in the sand and pick up the vibration so if something is coming. That is why. So if you need to be an usher, it is not to hide. Do not run from reality. See what is going on, because we have a way out for you. We have protocols that is able to help you. And next Wednesday, we're going to show you an opportunity to be able to finance anything that's going on and anything that's going on in your family, and to move you from one level of financial status to another level. This is what we're doing. So when, you know, one thing about a man, and I could talk for myself too, a man does not feel good about himself when he cannot take care of his family. When he's struggling. It's nothing like your daughter call and ask for something, and in your heart you want to, but you can't. It's a tough thing for a man. You understand? And we are doing something about that, helping the men to be able to
be financially free.
Yeah,
we you know, big up to that, you know. Thank God for his many blessings. So we deal with you. Yeah. Right? So connect with us again. The number is 288-2822 for more information. 718-5171. And this is The Street 91.9. Love in the house, people.
Hey, I want to thank you guys so much for stopping by, for this, giving us this amazing opportunity, guys. Once again, big shout out to Miss Bonsegi, Dr. James. Don't be a stranger at all. Guys, it's a $500 saving you're getting off of this deal, okay? $300 quantum body scan for all dads. Y'all, make sure you come out. Follow them. You have any socials that anyone could follow y'all at?
Check us out on Facebook, Kizzy Monsegi, right? On TikTok, same page, same name. Come on, people. Or contact us. The number is there. Reach us out, 718-5171-288-2822 for more information. Just connect with us and we will give you all the details that you're looking for, location, where you can come. But we will be back here on Wednesday, God's Spear. Right? Love in the house. Respect.
All right. Guys, we got to take a pause for the cause, pay some bills. And you know what it is. What's not a crime but should be. That's our segment coming up next. Y'all stick and stay. Street 919 FM. We shall be back.
And so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the Street 919 FM.
This is the voice of Tuesday, Seventh-day Adventist. We are preaching Emergency Alert broadcast, which is from the Tuesday, Seventh-day Adventist Church. We will be featuring voices of brethren from different parts of the world, preaching the gospel, preaching prophecy as it relates to current events and the ending of the world. Listen to us on 91.9 FM every Sunday from 9:05 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Sundays. May God bless you as you learn the truth. In Jesus' name, amen.
Are you searching for answers to life's questions? Those things that disturb and concern you the most? Why all the wickedness? Why the suffering in the world? Will it end? Who is responsible? Well, if so, join us right here on The Street 91.9 FM every Sunday from 5 to 6 p.m. with Brother Samuel Gooding and Roland White, where we open the Bible and find answers to all these things and more. For it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God.
Don't miss June savings at Furniture Plus. Get up to 50% off shop appliances, furniture, electronics, mattresses, and more. Buy now, pay later with affordable higher purchase plans. Plus, earn Caribbean Airlines. Travel miles with your purchase. Visit any Furniture Plus stores or shop online.
Planning your Tobago getaway? Choose the highest Google-rated car rental company on the island, O'Neill Auto Rentals Tobago. Located just minutes from the A&R Robinson International Airport, at O'Neill, we pride ourselves on being the most tech-savvy car rental company in Tobago. Our process is 100% digital. No paperwork, no long lines. From easy pickup to seamless returns, renting a car in Tobago has never been simpler. WhatsApp us now at 1-868-361-1042 to book your vehicle. Don't forget to mention promo code Radio2 to receive a 5% discount on your rental. Send a WhatsApp message to 1-868-361-1042 today. That's 1-868-361-1042. O'Neill Auto Rentals Tobago, the easiest, most reliable car rental experience on the island.
Vehicle availability is subject to change. Driver must be at least 25 years old and have a valid driver's license to book. For more information, visit www.rentalcartobago.com.
He raised you right. Now sauce him proper. He taught you how to ride a bike. Now reward him with some drip. Buy any messy sandwich for $34.95 only on the KFC app and be automatically entered to win a 75-inch smart TV, barbecue grill, or soundbar for dad. More crunch, more love, more mess. Promotion ends June 11. Only at KFC. It's finger licking
your life this Father's Day with a gift of health from Big Mike's Wellness Center. Body scan value at $400 now, $200. Get in on this special now.
Blessings in the wonderful name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. You are invited to listen to the Final Hour broadcast heard every Monday from 12 midnight to 5 a.m. in the morning on The Street 919 FM radio. Hear my mom, Pastor Helen Garcia, and myself, Pastor Valentine Garcia Jr., preach the Word of God to the elderly, youth, and children. We can be contacted at 629-0113 or 623-8444. The church is located at 26 Prince Street in Port of Spain. We look forward to you joining us. God bless you.
As my life I lay it on the altar, as my life.
The Gap Man Limited specializes in products that cater to all your health needs. The Male Enhancement Package targets the areas of the body that contribute to erectile dysfunction. The Male Enhancement costs $1,400. The Gap pills are priced at 250 pills for $500 and 500 pills for just $900. For the best in eye care, get the super combination of a Super Bright and the Body Healer. To improve the heart's function and circulation, get the Gap pills and Formula C. To get a total body cleanse daily, use the Gap Body Healer and Big C, all for a super low price of $1,300. To order your products from the Gap Man Limited, call 628-4531 for products that cater to all your health needs.
For more info, contact 476-7268.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282. or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
The presence of oxygen is absolutely the absence of disease. Most chronic diseases that plague us are not happening to us, but is happening within us. We're literally eating ourselves to death. which means we're not living longer, we're dying longer. Join fitness expert Aloy Johnson, the founder of the healthiest corner on earth, located at number 92 East Drive, Chamflo, every Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. live on The Street 919 FM, where he shows you that healing the body's temple is easier than anyone would have led you to believe.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
I dream. I know you know how the services be sometimes in this place, but I ain't gonna stay too long. Now, one of these solutions or part of these solutions is for them to find out who are the persons in licensing that is be selling licenses to persons, right? That is what they need to look into, because sometimes people, they don't even have to touch a steering wheel or answer a question on an exam, but they have license. They have license, and it is all courtesy persons who are working in licensing. And on top of that, I really waiting to listen to hear the rest of the information that you're bringing for, because right away we could clearly see that the minister is lying with this 250 number in road fatalities, because as you outlined, you research as far as 15 years back, and the highest number was 212. And this is what these people continue to do to the nation, hoping that we just run with what they're saying. But they have another thing coming. Thanks to persons like yourself and the other people in the country who are pushing back against that nonsense that keeps coming from people who hold in positions.
Remember, the key to success is working hard. For our country we must have regard. Forget all your differences, let we start to build.
Yeah, I just wanted to get that voice note out there before we dive into the segment of this hour. I understand. Oh God, I ain't even call the man, you know. I hope he's still listening. If you're listening and no call, I'll lose your number there on the phone. If you see how much people call, I can't find that number again, yes? Yeah, call back. Yeah, guys, I'm going to be real with you. Because it has be real with me. So I had to be real with you. I'm not playing no 3-minute voice note. I'm sorry. I can't do it. It is best you call. It is best you call in and speak. But I'm not sitting down here and playing a 3-minute voice note. Especially not in the last hour. We have things to do. You know? But yeah, I do want to say thanks once again to Caribbean Women Support Group for their insight. Hope you all take advantage of that quantum body scan going on for the fathers and the great special this Father's Day. The call dropped there. I'm pretty sure that was on the send call back, sir. Or I had to call you. Like I had to call you, boy. Alright, hold on. I'll call you back. I will call you back. Wait, hold on. I'm going. Alright. Alright, I'm calling you back then. You better pick up too, eh? We have lister, we have things to come through with. Right. Guys, we are in the final hour, so you know what that means. We are in our What is a Crime? What is not a crime, sorry. What is not a crime but should be segment. Alright? Understand, nice you?
Yeah, I'm here.
Alright. Just linking in, just checking in. Yeah. So it's been a very active show this afternoon. Just to say the least.
It surely has been.
You know, I didn't even get to dive into the next topic we had in mind, but I think that's a good thing. We really had people had a lot to say about that point system. Anyway, I think we all agree. Yeah, most of us agree.
I think the only points people want to have right now is probably points to win money.
Thank you. A little points with the phone carrier to win a phone.
Yeah.
So some miles points to take a little flight out, a little fly out. Even some gym points or some food points at your favorite restaurant. Yeah, free dish.
Hey, I just said gym. That's my first crime.
Uh-huh.
Alright, yeah. What is not a crime but should be a crime? Those persons who go in gym for over 5 years, but they lose a pound yet.
Wait.
What you doing? What you doing?
How you know they ain't lose a pound? They coulda lose just because they ain't look at them mean they ain't lose nothing, boy.
Hello.
Hey.
Right? The time, and I ain't on there yet. Ladies, right? Who does go in the gym for the wrong reasons, right? That should be a crime.
Oh, that definitely.
I have seen ladies in the washroom action in the gym, literally putting on makeup to go and work out.
Hello, thank you. No, and is it things or be listen, we gonna sound very misogynistic, but some of the things or be wearing in the gym, all you know what all you're doing, and it's not cute, eh? It's not cute. All you're going in the gym to work out for the socials. To get that 2 little beads of sweat on your makeup face. To say that
why you saying it like that, Hashim?
No, because
why you saying it like that? I had the virus, right? I know I had the virus right now, but let's be honest, they go in there looking for man.
Hey! You see? I not use the blunt one this afternoon. No, it's true. And you're cozying up to the personal trainer. I here trying to learn how to lift the weight correctly. You only going, Clint, how does use this machine?
Yes, we just use that. How much time you ask Clint? How much days every day?
You understand? You're asking Clint to use the same machine every day. The same machine, and you can't tell him nothing, boy, because then you're misogynistic. Spot me there now.
Yeah, squeeze me right there, so I can feel it.
Right.
Like,
just
no,
so.
Man, stop that.
And they push him back as far as they can push back. The Clint trying to be professional, and you trying to push back when you're squatting, right? Hey, all yeah. Shout out to my workout friends at the burnout gym. All you does, at least all you who does come early in the morning, or you're there to work. Okay? They just go there to work. Some of you does actually shower and go straight to the job site afterwards. I can't do that. I can't shower in the gym. All you have tougher hide than me. I going home to bed.
Why you can't shower in the gym?
I'm not showering showering publicly, bro.
That's another crime.
Nah, showering.
What should be a crime? All these red man who just cut style. Passion to start with.
What did you do? So because I don't want to shower in public, I cut in style. Now you're
cutting style. You're playing stush.
How I playing stush? Because I will pretend I have a convent accent and shower in the comfort and privacy of my home. Telling me I uppity because I don't want to shower in public.
Wow,
boy.
Wow.
It's not a way.
Yesterday was the maxi. Today is you want to shower in the same gym with other people.
This is not a river line where we bathing in the river, or we in the sea.
Well, I know, but I'm asking when you go beach.
No, that is different, bro. You talking about stripping down to your birthday suit and bathing in a public shower. What other people does use. I don't know how often that does get clean. And even if it does get clean hourly, I'm not doing that. When you're in them changing room and say, nah, boy. If it's not a private, no, man. Nah. And especially when I live in right around the corner, what I using the gym shower for? That ain't making no sense. That ain't making no sense. Come on, man.
These red men, boy. These red men. I tell you all of that.
Put me up. First of all, you're not even dark, bro. You right? Let me really get into it. You're not even dark. You're like Brongy. you like Brongy. You and Brongy are the same skin tone. Alright?
Wow.
So don't come for me, huh? Don't come for me. Huh.
They really say that don't go around them Red Man Association team members. They're different.
Hey, now we have
UFB didn't thing, yeah, it's a Maxi. You eating smoke in. That's all of that is just a crime.
Uh-huh. They said, oh yeah. Only use the 466 number because Anderson is over here trying to fight me down again. Luckily, I am in a good spirit. I am in a good spirit.
These neighbors who have mango tree, right? And refuse to share with their mango. That is a crime.
That is a crime. First of all, right? Your mango tree is growing over in my yard, passing my fence line. Correlations chapter 2 verse 16 clearly states,
preach, brother, preach.
If it falleth in your yard, unto you it belongeth.
So much of things that we
hold on, put me in the front of the class for that one.
Surely I do have to spell them out.
For those of you who didn't hear me, brothers and sisters, Correlations chapter 2 verse 16, if it falleth in your yard, unto you it belongeth. Thy neighbor bequeaths the fruits of their labor unto you. That's verse 17.
I've seen you opening our church pretty soon. Yes, my brother. Yes, Pastor Hashim.
So if your fig, if your mango, if your provision, whatever does hang on a tree and hang it over in my yard is automatically bequeathed unto me.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, if we are talking about fruits, mango, and these kind of things, we're not talking about if the people man end up in their yard, that is yours.
We can't help you
woman in their yard is yours. We're not on that.
We cannot help you there.
Problem.
We cannot help you
right?
there.
Good.
You cannot help you there. What is not a crime?
That's what I make sure.
What is not a crime, but should be a crime? The toilet seat. Ladies, is the toilet seat really a hill you're willing to die on in 2025?
This also goes for every
Why are you still pestering your man about leaving a toilet seat up? Does he pester you about leaving it down?
Wow.
It is a flick of the wrist is all it takes. It takes a flick for me to flip it up. All it takes is a flick for you to flick it down.
Actually, the owner of this one, eh?
And is that no? That's okay. That is very fine. that is quite fine. That is okay. I get buff for that one already, but I say anything big. Come off of that hill with the toilet seat.
I was brought up that you have to at least remember that you are not the only person using the washroom.
Okay, okay, that is very fine.
And to keep that sense within the toilet. Close it down.
No. You can close the toilet, you know. I just talking about the seat itself now. You cannot.
No, I'm talking about people say to close down the seat.
Yeah.
So whatever inside.
Well then the rule should just be close the lid altogether, right? Everybody close the lid, right? Both lids, shut them down when you finish using the toilet. Plain and simple.
I think them ladies will come for you this evening with that one. But at least you had to walk out the station by yourself, so I ain't got no big stone. Go ahead, brother.
All right, he live in Central there, all yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's all. I'm lying. Oh Lord. Where's your heart for me? Oh God, hold on. The president calling. You know you have to. Yes, I press. Good afternoon.
Yeah, well, I know you had to take me. Try your best. Don't do nothing and go in the wrong place with what you go. Show how to be with one set of man.
Thank you. He coming down at me. For what?
And I want to go behind KFC. Because no, well, here how I will let go. I wonder if minding somebody's business is a crime. Is that a crime?
Should be. Should be.
It should be?
Should be.
Well, after that, I'm going to have to look up somebody for minding my business. Because here I'm going to tell you.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to give you a little piece of, how let us call it, biography.
Ah.
Because, well, I ain't had no certificate from in school. But I went and I learned carpenter, I went and I learned mechanic, I went and I learned plumbing, I learned all them things I learned. So and then eventually now, well, I have my own place. I have one of them that I end up with about 5 cars. Boy, I can really drive, boy. I got sicko when I driving. And then I end up with van. I still have a old young park up somewhere in a corner. My driving permit in my pocket. It ending for December, so I got to renew it for January. I say I go lock up somebody for minding somebody business. You know what I mean? But anyway, KFC, I like it, but I am here to have your little peacock and thing. I like it. Just nice respect, and that's all I go to it. I like peacock, and I mean, I like it overdo it, but I like my little peacock. And when I come back this evening, I want to know if minding business is a crime. And if it is not a crime, then I find it should be. Okay, MC.
Okay.
Nice.
Hey, President, this kicks when you're ready, you know. What is not a crime but should be.
I sure KFC coming in, fast and furious.
Oh, yeah, for sure. He coming right behind. The 466 number, guys. The 466 number. Right? What's not a crime but should be a crime? Well, in the spirit of the topic we had today, the merit point system should be a crime. Them points staying on your license for 2-3 years, they making no sense. Or you stop it. Or you stop it. And be mindful of the numbers or you're putting out there in the public as well. Make sure you put in the correct numbers. It's no 300 fatalities on the roads in Trinidad and Tobago, at least in the past 15 years. Alright? Come better than that. Okay.
You sure the man wasn't checking in the US, boy?
We have that kind of US to spare. We just gave $1 million US to cartel.
Hey.
We ain't got that kind of US to be counted willy-nilly, eh?
And as you can see, the acting commissioner of police has launched an investigation into that matter.
Yep. We coming to talk about that. We gonna talk about that tomorrow.
You understand?
That's our topic for tomorrow because listen, this show done days now and we still talking about this money, you know. The whole industry is in flares, and I am enjoying it because discussions need to be had. 2026 Carnival gonna be very interesting.
Yeah, there's some other things I want to touch on too within that topic, but definitely we'll do that tomorrow.
Yeah. Sorry, I miss a call there. Please call back. What is not a crime for should be? Turning every corner like you're driving a 40-foot container. You see all you see all you who have big vehicle for style and don't know how to drive them, give it up now. Give them up.
Hey, you know what has hurt me the most, boy?
Yeah.
And what should really be considered a crime is persons who driving brand new vehicles now come out of the showroom, but apparently it didn't come with indicators. That should be a crime.
Hold on there. You're coming in front of the Zoom class, Anderson. Yeah, come in front of the Zoom class. Absolutely. All you don't know what again, just like the toilet seat, it's a flick of the wrist to indicate whether you're turning left or right.
How hard is that?
It takes so much effort for you to say, hey, left and right? Really? Come on, man.
And you see the persons who, like, they're looking for somewhere, they're not too sure where they're going.
Yeah.
I understand that, but don't be stopping in the middle of the road.
Nah.
To make up your mind.
Better
pull on the side and turn and observe to see exactly where you want to pass the corner or whatever. Don't stop in the middle of the road and expect everybody to wait on you.
Or put a hazard light on at the very least. Yeah, when you're stopping in the middle of the road, that does upset me. Whether it is you're looking for something or you're waiting for some gate to open, and you have no indicator that you're waiting on something, you're just holding up traffic. You and all this.
And that's another thing too. That's another thing too in the Hashim. Why it is you have a remote control gate, but you waiting until you pull up close to the gate, in front of the gate, and now press it.
Thank you. Your gate does work from at least 30 feet away. Why you wait until you're right up underneath it? Come on, man.
That should be a crime.
Sunday morning, you're driving in the neighborhood, and all I hear is the bass of your speaker threatening to break the glass on your car. Why am I hearing you from a block away? You coming to pick up house your name on the street. I hearing you a block over. Waking me up out of my bed on the weekend. Let me think to puncture tire, boy. Nah, boy. Nah. Good afternoon.
Let's not incite crime.
Hey, KFC.
Mr. Good afternoon to the president. You don't take nothing personal. You know what's that crime? After I talk to work on this program here, for the last 9 years, she didn't call me. She actually called them bashing me because the situation I was going through. As the party get blown up, burned down, she calling me now. That is that crime. She trying to me to commit that crime. Because when she goes to assist me, the papi showing me all kind of thing on the radio station. Can Felix stop calling my phone hall?
Hey! Make up the or you don't make them fire me before I reach any door, you know. Nah, boy, you don't do that. Oh, they don't do that. You remember when Junior Lee had to lash up his friend for he charger? That should be a crime. I asked him back for my charger and you playing stingy?
But it's not only charger in Hashim, generally. Sometimes you loan persons things and imagine you have to literally beg them to return your item.
Beg where? Beg where?
That should be a crime. No, listen, but that's how it is.
If I have to ask you more than twice for something that I loan you, there's no third time, you know. I will just be pestering you until you give me back my thing. And
just imagine you loan your neighbor your power washer, and you ask, and it has been a month, and you ask back the neighbor, hey, I need my power washer, and that neighbor will watch you and say, how long you need it for? When you need it for?
Excuse me?
Yeah.
I need it.
How long you need it for? When you need it for?
I need it for now and forever because it's mine. So sort out yourself, please, and thanks. When you start to ask me stupid question like that, you will start to see shenanigans going all about your place, right?
But people literally have bold face.
Yeah, no. Because if old man moving borrow my power washer, and he playing stingy to give it back, and I invite your granddaughter over for Sunday lunch, and you feel how, give me back my power washer. Plain and simple. Right? When I call my brethren over and I tell him park in front your driveway so you can't get out, and you coming over to complain to me, bring my power washer when you're coming over to complain one time.
Wow.
One time. Nah, don't play with my belongings. A petty, bad. I
realize you and your neighbors don't get along with us.
Now, me and my neighbors great. Good afternoon, Miss Leonard. Mr. Dexter. I hope all you're good. My street is calm and friendly. No problems.
Now, but when people know you to be someone straight, that brings a different level of respect. And you all get along better because they know, hey, don't mix certain matters, don't mix certain jokes, because this person takes things serious when coming to certain things, So it's all good.
Absolutely.
if you borrow somebody's thing, know that it needs to be returned. I should not be coming by your door to ask you for what is mine.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying, you know.
Persons who is borrowing stuff and bringing back damage, that's another thing. That should be a crime.
This is why I don't like to loan people nothing, you know. Like, nah, because if you bring it back to me and you're telling me you mash up something and you ain't paid to fix it, all of a sudden it's mine now. After you mash it up, you remember it's mine, right?
Yeah.
All when it was working, you forget it was mine, eh? And even worse, you see all you who does lend out things people lend you? You catch that one?
Yeah. Say that again?
When they lend out the same thing that you lend them.
Yeah.
That
is madness.
That you're lower than the yellow line in the road. You're lower than the lowest pothole. The deepest pothole, you lower than that.
And I bring it back on that shit. People who are against progress should be a crime.
Yeah.
You're seeing your MPs, you're seeing your councillors, you're seeing them trying to fix something. Instead, you try to help and be a part of the solution. No, you're bumping your drum, you're this, you're that, you only see negative. Yeah, that should be a crime.
If you have nothing positive to add to progress, yeah, spend a night in jail now. Evaluate your life. We trying to move forward, and all you can do is suck your teeth and say, when such and such was in power, and say, shut up now.
You understand?
Shut up. You want to hear about when you was 24? Sorry, this it's sung in ages, but Lord, after a certain ages, is only a certain kind of people that talk that way, you know? Not all of them, obviously, but yeah. Hush, nobody want to hear you. The election back and I'll die away. Listen to the words in the song.
You understand?
Aye. Spoiling the plot twist to a movie or show. That should be a crime. That should be a crime. What show you watching right now? I had to get into Mobland. Somebody tell me to start watching Mobland because that was a real good season.
Actually, over the weekend, and I think probably the day before yesterday, I actually got to catch up with some movies. So I finally got to watch Final Destination, the new one.
Okay.
And I watched a western called Rush. And they were pretty decent movie.
Okay.
I actually enjoyed it. I hope that they do have another Final Destination because it's like, oh gosh, boy.
Wait, how many it have?
I'm not sure. I think it have probably about 6.
6?
But persons on the outside there that listening and you have facts. Don't hold on to some data. I guess it could be about 6. Yeah?
Okay. Because I'll be real with you, the only one I remember is 2, you know. Everybody remember. Yeah, everybody always remember what happened in the second one. You doesn't drive too close behind the trucks because of what happened in Final Destination 2. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. But yeah,
that's crazy.
And the way people that's drive in this country is be worried that it has happened for real. So yeah, that's the only Final Destination I remember. But yeah, don't spoil shows for people, man. You know?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I remember when the the Final Avengers movie come out. It had people getting beat up in line, like the people walking out the cinema, talking the show. For people who was coming in was within earshot, and they jumped them, saying "Shut up, no spoilers." The people get lashed, you know, for talking about the movie out loud or trying to spoil it.
Yeah, it's that person too. When you sit down watching a movie with them, and it's like you swear you and them watching 2 different movies.
Yeah,
they could never understand what's going on. They always asking you. They beating your foot. They always calling you loud. What happened there? What's going on there? That should be a crime.
Yeah. That's why I stopped watching movies with my parents sometimes. Because, yeah. I'm not watching anything that's complicated, you know. When I watch movies, it's to have fun. It's not no very heavy think piece things that I seldom watch them kind of things. But my mother loved them kind of things, them government and or historical kind of movies. That's her thing. But then when I'm watching something easy to digest, you're asking me what is happening. I don't understand.
What should also be a crime, Hashim?
Yeah.
Persons who try to advise the younger generation. When you're having a child, want to make some children.
That kind of advice.
Listen. That should be a crime because having a child, you have to be responsible. It's not just about having a child.
No, but you know what? Right? You know what's the irony of that? A lot of them who saying them kind of thing don't have children. A lot of them who say go get married.
Mind you, those are the same persons. When you have the child, they are nowhere to be found.
Right? After you make child, they're not offering to babysit.
You understand?
Another thing, you know. Worse yet, if you see them grandparents who, I don't know if you ever get this yet, right? But you had plans and thing with the madam, and you arrange already for one of all your parents to look after the youth for the night,
right?
And either something happened, whether he misbehaved too bad or their plans change and they call you up and they say come for your child. You ever get a come for your child yet?
Nah, I haven't.
I pray that never happened to you because I had enough plans get cancelled. That's why I'm very picky when I date women with kids. You check because they call last minute and say, well, the sitter cancel. I'm gonna get away to mind the child. I know now deep down sometimes, I can't say all the time, but sometimes they're suffering because they was looking forward to that night off without the picnic. And you get that come for your child, your whole life ruined, you know. Especially if you was going out with your friend and them. It's a good lime or you ain't lime in like 4 months. And the night ruined, boy. But that's your little bundle of joy.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. It comes to the territory, you know?
That's your blessing.
It just comes to the territory.
That's your blessing. What's your if you're a single parent? I don't know how all this function, huh? Oh,
now, kudos to all single parents, you know, and some people with the strategy is only women, but there are a lot of single dads who take the responsibility and take care of the kids. So kudos going out to all single parents. I mean, how they do it, I don't know, because sometimes I just see my own son, you know, and things that he wants and things that he wants to do and whatever. And if it wasn't for my significant other, I'd just be like, thank God, because she's there. She's there, you know, doing it as well. You know, we do it as a team. But because trust me, it will have days that you want to do it, but you're so occupied with so many other things that happen within your life that you just need to do or get done.
Yeah.
So, you know, kudos going out to all single parents and all parents who try to make it work. You know, kudos going out to you all, because relationships are not easy. They are not easy. You're going to always have times where you all may have misunderstandings or whatever the case may be. But being there for your kids is most important. Whether you're together or you all co-parenting, it's all good. It's all good.
You see, what else is not a crime but should be a crime? Starting an argument with your significant other in public should be a crime.
Ooh.
Yeah. We really don't need... Listen, I know some of you out there like that bacchanal and want to send the video to What Trouble Is This and Stink TT and all them things and all them pages that is post bacchanal. First of all you're wrong for that, and you all should be a crime too. You all should be a crime too. But don't save your arguments for closed doors, please. As much as you can. I know not every time you could do it, but oh gosh, if you feel it going there, at least get to the car first now. At least get to the car and try and turn up the music so nobody could hear you. Something. but not
I think it's better. It's better until you reach home, yeah.
Yeah, I know it probably is. It probably is. I know not all situations reach there, you know. Sometimes we can't reach home before somebody lose it, but let's not do it in the middle of Trin City Mall now. Not when
as one of my my eldest cousins used to tell us growing up as kids. Learn when to hush. Hush your mouth. Not everything you have to answer back to. Hush.
Yep.
Because sometimes when you answer that, you just adding kerosene to that fire. Hush.
Yeah. Hush.
Hush your mouth.
Yeah. Fellas especially.
You will have an opportunity.
Fellas especially, we had to learn sometimes, yeah. You had to hush sometimes, boy. It is just get worse the more you talk. Even when you're right. Even and especially when you're right. Especially when you're right.
You know, a lot of women, and this is based on stats, that a lot of women have difficulty saying the word sorry.
I don't. Not saying sorry.
So if it is you are a guy and you're listening to us and you didn't know, now you know, right? So sometimes
sorry is a foreign language. Sorry is a foreign language to.
No, I don't even think it's foreign. I think they just don't know to even pronounce the word sorry. Like they just try to, but they can't get it out. It's hard. It's difficult.
Sorry and
so
wrong.
We need to find ways to work around it.
Also, the word wrong.
Oh yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And remember, we are right now. You see, coming up to this coming weeks here, Hashim. Especially to fathers, we are dogs.
Ooh.
Because that is a way to save your pocket. You don't want to buy a gift for him. He's a dog.
Yep. Don't mind any month of me. She can't do no wrong, eh?
At all.
She can't do no wrong any month of me. Right?
At all.
But as soon as June reach, everything wrong. Everything is tata. You can't do nothing right. Right? You just forget the man does pay the bills. You just forget he does mind the child when you stress. You just forget he does be the big spoon when you're under the covers in the night. All them things is out the window, you know. All them things is out the window. Just so that the third Sunday of June could pass, and then right after it's morning, babe.
But until then, we are.
We love. Well, now, according to a girl that I talked to the other day, dogs is higher than man. So. Yeah.
Not how they see it, no? Not the way that they put it out there. We are dogs.
Nah, boy. That's crazy. Your speakerphone in public should be a crime. Why?
Oh,
yeah, no. I really don't need to hear that your grandmother foot swell up while I shopping in the grocery. I don't need to hear that. Because I was one to leave it in the phone and say, Tanti, just throw some ice on it. She coming home right now. Don't worry. I will butt it because I assume you want me in this conversation. I am just saying. So yeah, put your headphones in or just put the phone to your ears, right? It's not that serious, Mr. President.
How hard is it?
All you're talking, all your wives at night. All your brother take it, all your head boss.
Hey.
I just called it there. I'm enjoying it.
All right. Hey. Yeah, that is man of wisdom.
Nah, the only person who was there boss today is Hashim because I am not there. So ladies, take the opportunity now. The station is on Marble Road.
Wow. So you just giving away the location of the station.
It's a glass. It's a glass building. You can't miss it.
Nah. I cut in your feed. Because if any criminal come here I know exactly where to point the finger. Eh? Engine room. Oh, you know who
all I'm saying is,
right?
ladies, if you all want to meet Passion, today is a good day to meet him. And it's at Marvel Road.
It's not a good day. It's definitely not a good day. It's Wednesday. It's 95 degrees. You ain't got no man, and no man ain't got you. Ain't a good time. It ain't a good time.
Wow.
It's okay. It's okay.
You don't know if the one was making her way to that station. Now you now change her whole mind, and you're not seeing her.
That's okay because
you see how you all fellas miss your blessing.
Nah, that's okay. That's okay because I ain't got no haircut or nothing like that. I don't want to meet the one when I looking scruffy and.
But they say you must love me. No matter how I look, in my good times, my bad times, in my worst. Not only in so.
That's what I'm saying.
Now is the best time.
That's what I'm saying.
Now is the best time for them to meet you.
Sure.
Yes.
Sure. So you say. I just say that. Well, it's not a crime, but should be. Ladies, if you're not fat, stop saying you're fat. If you sorry. Some of you does point out there that you're shaped like an elephant when you have the nicest Coca-Cola bottle shape ever. A little tiny fupa, you vex. For what?
What about ladies who does actually be in denial, because that goes two ways. That ladies who does say, I'm not fat enough, just a little thick.
Nah, I just barely meet them nowadays because body shaming is you see body shaming is a thing now. So they're more embracing their size in this new day and age. So you seldom meet a more thick set lady that's saying I just big bone and them kind of thing. They dropped that excuse long time. Girl like Lizzo make thickness cool, so they happy with their weight, you know, and they know they have weight. You don't have to tell them. They know, and they're proud. Some of them rough with it too. Right? Aggressive.
Were you ever in a position where you meet up with a friend that you haven't met up with in years, and as soon as you bounce her up, you say, hey, congratulations, I didn't know you were pregnant, and she said, no, just a thick belly.
No, never. Never. That is one can of worms I am never going to open. I will never assume that a girl is pregnant. And if I assume it to myself until I get full confirmation. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Fellas, if you're listening to me, especially my young fellas, you meet a girl and she little heavier than the last time you see her. Don't you ever put God, Allah, or whoever creator you believe in out your thoughts and assume that girl had a child, eh? Unless a girl tell you, my son, my daughter, don't you ever assume she have a child, eh? I know a girl for about 2 years before I ever hear she mentioned she had a child. I'm not assuming that. You having a child is not my business.
That it ends before it even got started.
Okay. You're not pulling me down. You're not pulling me down that road today, Ando. I'm sorry to tell you. I'm not so young in the game that I would make that mistake. And even when I definitely didn't make that mistake. I made a lot.
I wonder if you're really being honest, boy. Or
Nah. I will tell. Listen, I made some faux pas in the past already, right? Like, I come out to a girl birthday party assuming that I was she date and she just wanted me at the party. Them kind of mistake I done make already.
Ooh.
Yeah. She just wanted me at the party for the numbers and thing, and she was up under some tall chocolate dude who dark like the tarmac. But yeah.
Hey, I didn't say that. You know, I actually remembered going on a date with a young lady.
Yeah.
And you know, she, while we at the club,
right,
she went all off on this bouncer and forget that she was gonna hit with her.
Hey, nah, that's a fool. That's perfect. Not a crime, but should be. When you go out with somebody, don't be going on no side quest. Do not use people to go on your side quest on them, okay?
And you know what she told me afterwards then? She said it was real nice hanging out. We should do it again.
You see, a physical assault wasn't a crime, right? Hey!
I done yet? Hey. I was done. That was the end of that chapter for me.
No, sir. Yeah. Every man has experienced that at least once in life, bro. At least once. It is hurt.
We didn't still talk about it. We didn't still talk up to this day.
Yeah.
So that's how she named. Big up you. Big up you.
Big up you, Aunt. The best thing in that situation is when the man she went side questing instead of you, do she bad. And you just had to sit back and say, look at God. What I thought was a tragedy was a blessing.
You understand? You understand?
Yeah. The day you brace me, I started to see my way.
I tell you, as the older people would say, you're so picky, you fix until you fix. That happens a lot.
Yeah.
That happens a lot.
Don't make our rounds, eh? Anyway, we're getting ready to shut down here. If you have anything else to say before we leave, we have about 2 minutes before we gotta take one phone call if all you have something to say. But what is not a crime but should be a crime? This segment was crazy. This segment was crazy for sure.
It was.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to tell persons. I mean, I know a lot of persons probably haven't called and given us a name for the show, and I heard you earlier on telling persons that by next week we should have a name, and I could see that happening. I could really see that happening because while listening, it came to my head that I believe something that we could go with, but I'll talk to you tomorrow about it. Then we will definitely probably look into getting a new name for this program.
All right. That's sounding good.
Give me back my tempo, take over for my weekend.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, Chris, you on the line. What's going on?
Yeah, what's supposed to be a crime? Lying and telling us we are more fatalities of 250 when the highest number was 212.
The highest never reached 300, boy. I don't know where that number come from, I don't know where that number come from, bro. Hey, at least since 2010. At least since 2010, I don't know. Matter of fact, it never did because that year was literally the highest road fatality. According to my research, it was the highest.
Something that is not a crime but should be a crime. Now this one going out to all them politicians nowadays.
Oh God.
All of them.
Oh God.
Right?
Everybody listening now.
All of them. The ones who just want to come in front of the screen and tell you they sympathize with you and they understand and they will help. And deep down you're not going to do jack. That should be a crime. Stop it.
All I could do is tell you this, Yeah. I don't need
I went in a pothole and crack, and I talking about bad road, and you come and tell me about you understand and the road and whatever, and you're fixing jack. Or the other one might my house might flood out, and one of them coming up, the councillor for the area or the minister, whatever. Yeah, we understand and we do it and we do it that or whatever, and you're doing that. You see them things?
Nah. Do not.
Else, make a deal.
Yeah. Do not come up and express your sympathies. If my house get flooded out, you better be coming with a certificate of standard so I could replenish my appliances. Right? If my rim crack,
you understand?
If my rim crack, give me a coupon for a free touch up at the garage now. Something. Only I had the money for them kind of thing.
This 4-letter word you come in every minute. Sorry, 5-letter word you come in with every minute to tell me sorry. You didn't know that.
I don't want your sorry. I want a fix. I want a fix. Fix it. That's my 5-letter word. 2 syllables. Fix it. It's 2 words. But it's 1 word if you hyphen it.
That's why I'm waiting patiently. I want to see who will be the first one to trip off the Honorable Prime Minister and for her to put that correction stick on them. Because anybody slack off and Ed do what they're supposed to do. That's what she said. She would deal with them accordingly. So there's somebody, no matter who, one of them will end up slipping.
That cookie room need to pass real quick.
You understand?
All year. It's about that time. I'm sorry I missed that one KFC, but we gotta go. We gotta leave. It's about that time, Anderson. Pick up yourself. You're inside tomorrow, hopefully. God's spare life.
Hopefully I'll be inside. And I would just like to tell all the callers, thank you so much for calling in, being a part of the program, inviting us into your homes, into your offices, and so forth. Thank you so much, Hashim, for doing a fantastic job. Right, at least you didn't mute my mic and treat me badly.
Nah, man, never that.
But you know, thanks to everyone, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Please the Lord, God willing. Same time, same place.
All right, guys. Till then, get home safe. Love, peace, and chicken grease. We gone.
And so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the street 919 FM.
You want to find something great to do with your Tuesday nights? You want to learn and understand the true reason for Jesus? Then join us every Tuesday night from 8 to 9 p.m. for the program, This Same Jesus, the program that puts Jesus in his rightful place in our hearts and in our homes. Let's bring church home to you. Join us every Tuesday nights from 8 to 9 p.m. with your hosts, Kempes and Kevin. Be inspired, be blessed right here on the street 91.9 FM.
Falling in love with Jesus.
Don't miss June savings at Furniture Plus. Get up to 50% off shop appliances, furniture, electronics, mattresses, and more. Buy now, pay later with affordable higher purchase plans. Plus, earn Caribbean Airlines. Travel miles with your purchase. Visit any Furniture Plus stores or shop online.
Eat like no one's watching and crunch into deliciously messy and oh so saucy Messy Cruncher and Messy Zinger, all for only $34.95. Check our socials for details and get messy with KFC. It's finger-licking good.
Celebrate the men in your life this Father's Day with a gift of health from Big Mike's Wellness Center. Body scan value at $400 now, $200. Get in on this special now.
The presence of oxygen is absolutely the absence of disease. Most chronic diseases that plague us are not happening to us, but is happening within us. We're literally eating ourselves to death, which means we're not living longer, we're dying longer. Join fitness expert Aloy Johnson, the founder of the healthiest corner on earth, located at number 92 East Drive, Chamfleur, every Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. live on the street 919 FM, where he shows you that healing the body's temple is easier than anyone would have led you to believe.
Hi, I'm Valentine Garcia.
And I'm Nikki Garcia.
Please join us on the Final Hour broadcast every Thursday at 9 a.m.